What is going on, everybody? For those who don't know, I go by Philly Mike, host of the Philly Talk podcast, and we got a special guest, and we're live on two channels. So, those who know him, those who know me, I'm gonna introduce myself. Like I said, I go by Philly Mike, host of the Philly Talk podcast, and go ahead and introduce yourself.
What's going on, everybody? You guys already know RB, Philly Take with RB. Our links are up in the description. Shout out to my guy, Philly Mike, for getting me up on here, man. We've been doing this for a while, man. That's my guy. Appreciate him a lot. And I'm ready to talk some Eagles, Cowboys. What's going on? All the channel members in the building, all the mods. What is going on, man? Nothing what we expected, right? But we got a game this weekend for first place in the NFC lease, right?
That is true. It's the NFC lease, but who knows? By the end of the season, it still probably be the least. Let me stop fronting. But hey, I'll take that title because that title will get you a home playoff game. And again, everybody was laughing at the Seahawks at 7-9, but when they beat the Saints and Marshawn Lynch did the little, hold my, on Darren Sharper. It wasn't so funny that the 7-9 team is going to the second round. And again, we get healthy at the right time. Dallas Goedert, Miles Sanders, Jalen Reagor, the offensive line, Isaac Seumalo, Lane Johnson, who knows? Because them wildcard teams are looking like the Bears, the Rams, the Niners, the Cardinals. I feel confident in a home playoff game against them if healthy. What's your take?
Yeah, I agree with you. The special thing about football is that it's one game or go home, There's not a whole series. It's not best of 5, best of 7. No, you win one game, whoever's on that night, We've seen crazier things happen, and I agree. First of all, like we've been talking about for months here, we got to win the NFC East. We got to be the ones to repeat since 2004, man. I'm excited, and I think we can win a game on any given day, especially with what I'm seeing in the fourth quarter over the last couple games.
I agree. I mean, if we just apply that fourth quarter to the first, to the second, to the third, and then you got a problem, and that's still with, the lack of speed on the outside, even though my guy John Hightower finally caught a ball. Separation hasn't been his problem, but the finish has been. But again, you get a guy like Jalen Reagor, you get Dallas Goedert back. Even Zach Ertz can help at the end of the day because he's going to want to get his trade value up. The offensive line, we're doing this with a still beat up team now because we're going against the Cowboys and they lost Dak. They're beat up on the offensive line and they're missing their quarterback. But that's it. They got all the receivers. They got Ezekiel Elliott. They got almost everybody on defense that they didn't cut. But here's the thing. We're destroyed everywhere else but quarterback. And I understand that quarterback in the NFL matters. It definitely matters. But because Ben DiNucci is their quarterback and because their offensive line is so banged up, our injuries are getting swept under the rug. Like, we're coming here with a full-fledged team. Like, we got to put some context in this. I heard Stephen A. Smith saying, a bunch of stuff, and it is what it is. We'll get into that in a little bit. And again, around 6:30, definitely channel members for both RB and myself. If you haven't already seen it, go to the channel that you're sub to with the channel membership and click community posts. We posted a link for you to join in here around 6:30-ish and give your take on Dallas week. DiNucci's the quarterback, and Cowboy fans are already pretty much saying, hey, y'all guys already beat us. But guess what? Let's be honest. If they're winning going into halftime, they're going to try to change it all around. So don't never let a Cowboy fan to say, oh, the game's over, because it's still a division rival. The Giants are not that good, and then look what it took us to beat them. Again, context, injuries.
Yeah, I completely agree. Look, Jalen Reagor coming back. The Eagles are getting some guys back. The Cowboys seem to be self-imploding. Do I say the word tank? Are they tanking? The Cowboys, it seems like, are openly tanking it, but I don't want to hear it. Look, I said it earlier in the week. It doesn't matter with these two teams as long as the Eagles are going down against the Cowboys. I don't care what the records are. I don't care who's on the field. At the end of the day, this rivalry is one of the best. And at the end of the day, we got to come out and bring energy. All these Cowboys fans letting down, giving it up, just saying, if we win, it'll be sensational because we got Ben DiNucci. No, do better than that, because the Philadelphia Eagles, well, we play better with less. Carson Wentz plays better with less. Why can't you guys do the same? I don't want to hear the excuses And shout out to the channel members. Like you said, I'm excited to hear from a lot of people tonight. What are your guys' takes on this game? The Philadelphia Eagles are going to come out here and play hungry, though. I know that. I hope it doesn't get down as close as it did last week, because I don't know if I could take another one of those.
Exactly. And again, the Eagles, and this is where I don't want the Eagles players and the fan base could be whatever we want, because we're not going to change the outcome of this game. However, you can't look at what the Cowboys put on tape the last couple games and be like, well, this is going to be easy, because they did cut Poe, Worley, they traded Everson Griffin. So you're going to get guys who are hungry to come in and try to fill them shoes. I'm not saying they're good. I'm not saying they're going to be have that underdog mentality that is inspired in Philly, but you can't take it for granted, because, an injury here, injury there, we could be in a bad situation. We're already, like I said, injured. It's just getting swept under the rug. But yes, I don't want to hear the excuses too, because for the last 3 years, yes, it hasn't been our quarterback, but we've been battling the injury bug. We continue to battle the injury bug, and we continue to prevail. Won the NFC East last year, 9-7. Who cares? We still won with a banged up squad. And here's what I'm hoping. I saw someone in here say we're going to win the division at 6-10. I hope we win it at 7-8-1 or better, because then you can at least hold on to the fact that we were not the worst division leader, because that will still go to the 7-9 Seahawks. Shout out to them. So I'm trying to hold it at 7-8-1, to be honest.
Yeah. Look, I'm ready to go, man. I'm really, really excited. And I think the Philadelphia Eagles, even if they win 6, 7, 8 games, I'm telling you, you put this team in a playoff situation. For Doug Peterson, he seems to rile those guys up. They seem to garner around Doug Peterson and the culture. Now, we haven't seen it much lately. Doug's had a lot of, questionable decisions. But at the end of the day, I still hold to the fact that if Carson Wentz doesn't go down last season in the playoffs, well, I think we still have a good chance at winning that Seahawks game. I want to see Carson Wentz in playoff action. That's how I feel about it. Shout out to BLSG with the donation, man. Appreciate that a lot. Says Ben DiNucci is going to receive 8 sacks from the Eagles defense. I wouldn't put it past you, BLSG. I'm not going to lie. Look, even the unsung guys on this defensive line, Brandon Graham getting old, right? Derek Barnett looking like a bust. No, they've actually been some of the most solid pieces on this line. Brandon Graham has 6 sacks. He's having the best year of his career. And then you got Fletcher Cox. You got Javon Hargrave. We've lost some piece here and there. Malik Jackson's a nice compliment. Look, Jim Schwartz, we'll talk about the keys. All I'm saying is pressure, 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 pressure. Look, 8 sacks, I wouldn't put it past us.
I agree. Definitely going to have that Cincinnati Bengal-esque game with the sacks, and we could even transfer to the Giants-esque and Niners game. When you play a quarterback that's inexperienced or young, Daniel Jones does got some talent, but he's young. He makes bad decisions under pressure. Jim Schwartz likes to play coverage. Shout out to my guy Jim Schwartz in the chat with the $2.99 super chat. He said, I will dismantle Ben DiNucci. You know what I mean? So shout out to him. But yeah, listen, he does blitz when he gets in them situations, when he gets a guy who's inexperienced. And how much more inexperience can you get from 7th round rookie who was just, as Philly 500 says, was just cooking meatballs, and he had to quickly put on the helmet and come out and take some snaps. Shout out to Nina, who said 9-6-1. Let's go. I'll take that, because that gets us, close to last year. And again, you got to put it in context. Injuries, and a horrible start. And again, shout out to my guy, Gate City. He was breaking it down. And I've said this in a couple of videos too. The Rams, the Steelers, the Ravens, they've been top 10, top 12 defenses. Even Washington was floating around in that. So we lost, and no excuses to be 1-4 in that situation. But it was some good teams. We're starting to get our stride, get healthy. Let's see what happens. And like I said, in about 15 minutes, 20 minutes, we'll start taking some of your calls. And it's not the general pick up the phone and dial, blah, 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 blah. But we're going to start with channel members first. If you haven't seen it, go to one of our channels, click community post. If you're a member, you'll see a link. And the link, you click on it, follow the directions. You can do it with a computer. You can do it with a phone. You'll come in here and talk your talk about Dallas week. Once we get through the channel members and stuff, if we have time, we'll put the link in both chats, because we're, again, live on 2 channels. We'll put it in both chats, and we will let some of you guys just come in and talk your talk about Dallas week. Like, it's here.
Yeah. I'm so excited. It's almost like nothing that we expected has happened this season. It's been 2020, the weirdest season ever. But at the same time, the way that I feel is that Eagles Dallas week is just its own separate entity. You know what I mean? You just got to get yourself ready and prepare for that week. And the Dallas Cowboys are going down. I mean, to put it very simply here, the Dallas Cowboys stink. They're terrible, and we stink too, just not as bad. And we are actually on the upscale. We trim leads of 18, of 17, of 11 in the fourth quarter. All we got to do is play a couple more minutes solid, like we do in the last 5 minutes of the game, and we may beat the Pittsburgh Steelers. We may beat the Ravens. If Jake Elliott could hit a field goal, maybe we win those games. But all I'm saying is the Dallas Cowboys are going down. Do you think that they could possibly be the worst team in this division?
Hey, starting to look like it. I mean, Washington is starting to come out, pound their chest. They beat the Cowboys and the Eagles. Their 2 wins are 2 division wins. They lost to the Giants in the close one. But like I said, listen, the Cowboys came out again. Look, when Dak was there, they were losing games. It's not like they were winning with Dak. They were just losing in a more credible fashion, to be honest. So let's start there. And then when you transition it to an Andy Dalton, I thought they were going to be able to rally around Zeke, run the ball more, turn into a run-first team instead of a pass-first. Didn't work. When they got embarrassed by the Cardinals on Monday night, I was like, maybe it was just a blag game. But then to come out and see the same egg laid against the Washington footballers, it's like, man, this team most probably really did give up on the coaching staff. And you see Jerry Jones trying to make a point, getting rid of all the guys who weren't longtime Cowboys, but guys he just added. The Dontari Pose, the Everson Griffins, the James Worley. And, hey, I don't see it helping. Now, look, low-key, Ben DiNucci's still there, but they are getting healthier. Zach Martin might play, the right guard. Joe Looney might play, their center. And then, of course, Awuzie, I forgot his first name, which is their corner. He might play too. So yes, Ben DiNucci is a big thing that's not going nowhere, but they are slowly getting healthier. They're trying to hide that as well.
Yeah, I think the Philadelphia Eagles just got to, keep it simple in this game. They got to keep the right game plan, and they just got to get out and start fast. You know what I mean? I feel like the Eagles haven't started fast. Well, they have, they'll start fast for a drive or two, and then they just go completely silent. This is the type of game, I always say rival games aren't that close. You cannot let a team like this stay in it, because the more you give them that hunger, that life, well, you never know what can happen, as we almost saw last week with the Giants. Shout out to BLSG with the donation. I really appreciate that, man. Thank you for being a channel member as well. Says Zach Martin is the only starter for the Cowboys O-line. He will get beat up by number 93. Look, like Philly Mike just said, Zach Martin is also questionable. The Cowboys O-line is beat up, and I think it's going to be something that we must take advantage of. I personally believe our team is built on our defensive line. That is what we are predicated on. When we get pressure, when we force turnovers, the 2 games we force turnovers, we win. We win. We simply win. We put the pressure last week on Daniel Jones. I think we got to put it this week on Ben DiNucci. And just a point of emphasis as well, our O-line needs to step up and play well in addition to that, because we are banged up. I don't know if Jason Peters is going to start or what, but this game might be one in the trenches, so I agree.
Hey, yeah, and shout out to my guy, Jameer McNeil. When it comes down to getting somebody on the defensive side, of course, there's a glaring spot linebacker throughout this year. If we keep giving Bradley and Taylor some more snaps, we'll see where we go there. However, another cornerback would be good. I know there's a hot topic about Gilmore being on the block. Who knows? Yes, he's north of 30, but he's still a lockdown guy. I mean, he was good in Buffalo. He got really good in New England. Who knows if he's a system guy? But yeah, we got to be careful, because money is not our friend. You got the fact that we're already in cap trouble, and then you got the $30 million lower cap because of COVID. All that plays into it. And when you look at it, you got to think the Philadelphia Eagles will save money, because they're going to get rid of Deshaun. They're going to get rid of Alshon, and most likely Ertz will be off the payroll. Will it be because we get picks from him, which won't go against the cap, or will we trade him for somebody who's then contract we got to take on as well? So that's all going to determine what we do. But yeah, man, it's Cowboys week, and listen, I'm predicting us to put some points, like 30 points got to be where we're shooting for. We should be able to score at will. I mean, we moved the ball up and down the Giants defense, which ain't a tremendous defense, but is better than the Cowboys. We couldn't finish in the red zone. And I do predicate that on Doug, because Doug be getting stale with his play calling. I just don't understand it. He gets us down there. Carson gets us down there, and then he goes a different way than Carson's arm. I just don't understand the play action read runs. I understand that Carson's rushing the ball, but you just got to keep everything in context and just play in line. Like, the rhythm is there, and then he just does something that baffles me. And the run game, where has it been, to be honest?
Yeah. I completely agree, 1,000%. I look, I don't know how you feel exactly about Boston Scott. I think the guy is still a diamond in the rough. Like, I feel like we haven't given Boston Scott enough attention. A lot of people were down on him early in the season. I think Boston Scott's going to come out here and have another good game, as much as he is given responsibility. You know what I mean? Like, to me, every time the guy touches the ball, even in a clutch situation, he makes something out of nothing. He's very little, but at the same time, he's also very swift. And I think Boston Scott, as much as he's the Giants killer, well, I think he can be the Dallas Cowboys killer as well. And then another point I wanted to kind of get your take on is, this is the first game that I'm full-fledged confident saying, let's take some shots down the field. You got Jalen Reagor coming back. You got John Hightower, who has, 2 catches of 50 or more yards. First rookie since 1950 to do that. And then you got some of these other guys coming back. If Dallas Goedert were to come back, or even whoever else, Richard Rodgers is stepping up right now. Look, I'm saying as soon as Mike Nolan brings them corners up, look, I'm fine with taking some shots, man. I think it'll go well for us.
Yeah, man, you got to take the shots. Maybe Mike Nolan gets some more Tabasco in his eye and he can't see the call sheet. And so he sends the cornerback blitz and we go ahead and attack him deep. But no, you got to take shots. Trevon Diggs is a guy who shows potential, but they're not on the same page. I mean, you got last week, Terry McLaurin just ran right by him. He's playing a zone with no safety help. Like, it's just misassignment after misassignment. Shout out to King Diego. I just hit you up with that wrench, my guy. But yeah, just constantly missing assignments, and you got to take your shots, especially if you do something like, we come out with some 4 receiver sets. You got Reagor, Hightower with TF13 and Greg Ward Jr. out there. I love it. Can't wait. As we start getting healthier, you'll see the full potential of this Eagles team, but it still comes back to, what is Doug going to do to keep everything in the wraps? Like, Doug Peterson got to understand that the run game is part of football. You got to do it. And as you said, Boston Scott, a giant killer. Let's just make this man an NFC East killer while we're at it and let him take it. I don't understand why we didn't bring Holyfield up, because I love Corey Clement as a guy who got us a ring, but man, does it look like he's Corey Cement, to be honest.
Yeah. We need that extra spark from the backfield. Boston Scott, I don't think he's going to be enough. I don't think he's going to be the guy we can always rely on in the short situations. But who knows with Doug Peterson? Like you said, who knows? Maybe Jalen Hurts will become our running back in 3rd and 1s. What I'm telling you, look, I hope we don't see any more 2-point conversions, and I mean that with all sincerity. I don't know why or what is up with Doug Peterson, but he continues to revert to these weird play calls. In 2-point conversions, a quarterback read, a keeper, whatever. Why not leave the ball in Carson Wentz's hands? This guy comes down the field 3 games in a row in the 4th quarter, makes plays, heroic plays with his arms and his feet, roll him out. But not a keeper for to tie a game, to go into overtime, to get a crucial 2 points that we need to cut it down to 3, and a quarterback keeper. How do you feel about Doug Peterson's play calling? Because I have my own distinct opinion about that.
Yeah, man. I'm not going to just poo-poo him all the way. He does still call the right plays at times. My biggest thing with Doug Peterson is his situational football. Shout out to our first guy who clicked the link. We will be taking your call first, my guy. I see you down there, but we got about 5 to 7 minutes, and then we're going to take your call. You can hear us in there though, right? Yep, I see you giving us the go ahead. Appreciate you for coming through first. But to get back to Doug, he definitely calls plays right. His situational football is what I'm starting to question week in and week out, because, we haven't been as efficient in the red zone, but we do get to the red zone. So it's Doug getting us there and not being able to finish. Also, there's times where we see the offensive line struggling. You got to roll them out more. You got to do, we used to be a screen team. We used to screen teams to death. You don't see that as much. You don't see the the play action. You can't play action if you don't run. So just his situational football is in question. And that's where I believe a guy like Frank Wright really used to help him. He used to rely on him. They game plan together. And again, Carson Wentz said something important in his interview, and he kind of threw shade at Doug, but not on purpose. The interviewer said, Carson, how come in the fourth quarter you're so much better and the offense is kind of stagnant in the second and third and stuff like that? Who, by the way, Carson does lead the league with 4-quarter touchdowns. He simply said, well, in the fourth quarter, we get down to the 2-minute drill. I do a lot of extending. I kind of ad-lib. We kind of go off script. So he didn't say that the script is bad, but if you go off script and you start to move the ball, well, then the script is not working. And whose script is it? It's Doug Peterson's. And so, again, 7 trips into the red zone, we couldn't capitalize. In the fourth quarter, we started to capitalize when we got off script. So I do want to OC in here, but I'm not ready to say get rid of Doug as a head coach necessarily. But we definitely need minds that he wants. And again, Marty Morningway and Richie Rich, they're not his guys. They were put in here by Howie, and you can tell there's tension between them. Is Howie calling shots on game day? Is it Doug? It's a tug of war, and you can't have that in your organization. You need general manager and coach to be on the same page. If they're not, well, then you got a 2-4-1 start.
Yep. I think you make some great points. I want to answer this, Adi, who had said, what is the ceiling for Travis Fulgham? I think he's a future number one. I said it since the first game we saw him. He just has that it factor. I think he could be a multiple-time Pro Bowler just based off what I'm seeing so far if put in the right scheme. I think he's really special. Shout out to BLSG. Appreciate that donation, man, and thank you for all the continued support. I really do appreciate that. And back to what you were saying, I completely agree. I mean, we knew this, right? Ever since that day last season at the end where Doug Peterson comes out and says that might grow, that Carson Wentz are going to remain at in our organization. And then the next day, they pretty much go, completely opposite, and they get rid of these guys. Doug's end up looking like a fool. And now I feel like you're on the right page. Like, I'm kind of questioning, though, what is Marty Morningway doing? What is Rich Scangarello doing besides, catching free lunch and health benefits and all this stuff? Like, what are they doing here? I agree. I don't think it's time to get Doug off of the high stool or anything. I still think he needs to be the head coach of this team as of right now. But, man, it's looking like he needs to delegate. I feel like he's a little bit too stubborn now. I feel like he likes it too much. He even said that in a press conference, and he doesn't want to delegate. But let me just say, if the Eagles were to go down in this game and lose, and you could just tell things aren't right, well, they need to force his hand into getting an offensive coordinator in here, because I don't see any way of escaping this game without putting up 20, 25 plus. The Cowboys are giving up 34 points a game. They've given up 16 touchdowns in the air. They're giving up 340 yards. I mean, come on now. You can't put up points on this defense, then we got a problem.
Yeah, and I saw a stat on Twitter that teams that the last couple games, the teams that they played only averaged 23 points per game, but they're averaging 34 against the Dallas. But when you take it to another team, that's an 11-point difference. That's a lot in the NFL. But real quick, shout out to Tony Sutton. He said, Philly Mike, it's hard to do the screen game when you don't have cohesion on the O-line. This will be the 11th different O-line lineup this Sunday. I agree. However, it also helps the offensive line because you block for a second, skip your block, let these D tackles and D linemen come at Carson because you're supposed to be getting upfield to now just, free-for-all block. So it's confusing, but it's also helpful in the fact that you don't have Carson standing back there and guys having to hold their assignment for longer. We know Carson likes to hold the ball a little bit longer than he should, but at the end of the day, sometimes it works to the benefit of the play, because people are like, throw the ball away. Well, how about when he dips a sack and throws it 30 yards down the field? They're not saying it then. So you got to take the good with the bad. We just got to make sure we know where we're at on the field. But at this time, we're going to take our first caller, our first, joiner, I should say. Make sure if you're in this chat and you are a channel member to either Philly Mike or Philly Take with RB, go to the community post. So just click off this video, go to the community post, go to the channel, go to the community post, position, spot, whatever you want to call it, on the channel, and click the link, follow the directions, and come through, because we want to know how you guys feel about Dallas week. Simple and plain. This is your show. So on that note, we're gonna get to it. Shout out to, let me take this down.
And make sure when you come in too, and it asks for your name, put your name on there as well, so we know who you are as well.
Yeah, you can put, and if you can put your name, but also slash what your YouTube name is, so we kind of know, who we got up in there. But shout out to, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hey, yo, what's good? Philly Mike, Philly Take, Philly Talking, Philly Take Nation. My name is Andile, huge Eagles fan. I don't know. I guess I'll start with the Dallas week. I'm excited, honestly. Fortunately, the Dallas Cowboys stink, so this should be an easy W. Unfortunately, we're kind of so-so too, but we are getting healthy. Rager's back earlier than expected again. Peters is back. I think Dallas Goedert's back too. So we got almost our full armory. Unfortunately, the offensive line is still a little bit down. But I have good feelings about this game. I think I don't really got a score right now, but I do think it's going to be a blowout, honestly.
Oh, in the Eagles' favor, right?
Yes, sir. Of course.
Gotcha. And what do you think? What do you think the Eagles need to do most effectively to win this game? If there's one or two things, what do the Eagles need to capitalize on in this game? And by the way, thank you for saying the Cowboys stink. I love it. No
problem. I think number one boils down to execution, especially at the red zone. This Giants game was really disappointing. Of course, we won, but it was an ugly win. It took a last quarter effort from Carson. I think we really just need to execute these plays. A lot of times, when we don't, we may call it bad plays, and I think it's just the fact that we just didn't execute it. So as long as we execute these plays, scheme these guys open. I'm glad Travis Fulgham, he's been a huge surprise. I'd say number two, make sure we get to the quarterback. It's looking like the third string is going to play. I forgot his name, honestly. But, our D-line is pretty good. I honestly think it's at least top 5, top 7 in the league, even though we're getting up there in age. We just need to get after the quarterback because that Dallas O-line, they're going to struggle. Fortunately, I think they got Zach Martin back, but I don't think that's enough. To stop Brandon Graham, Fletcher Cox, hopefully Hargrave. He makes his big opening statement this year. He's been a little bit disappointing, but yeah, just execution and just getting after the quarterback.
Yep. Hey, on my channel, I don't know if you're sub to me or Philly Mike or both, but hey, if you don't know me already, we do hot takes up here, both our channels. You got any bold takes for this game? Any player's going to break out? Anyone's going to go crazy this game?
Honestly, I'm smelling another big game from Fulgham. I think it was the game after the 49ers game. I forgot. It was Steelers, I believe.
Yep.
Steelers, Ravens, I can't remember. But the man was just balling out. Like, every catch was just like, who is this guy? Like, why is he getting every single catch that Carson's throwing? I honestly think Fulgham, he might be getting 180, a $180, and maybe 2 tubs. So we'll see.
And I love it because that was the game I was like, look, we just came off the Niners game. We got a W. We saw him catch that 42-yard touchdown from Carson Wentz. And I was like, okay, how's my man going to build off this game? Is it going to be one of them one-hit wonders? And the very next game, he responds with a 10-plus catch, $152 and a touchdown. He's solidifying that number 13, which I thought I could never look at again. So shout out to TF13, my guy. And lastly, you sure you don't want to give a quick score prediction?
All right, I'm gonna say, because I usually do weekly score predictions. I've missed the last couple of weeks, but I think it's gonna be 43-20 Eagles. Like I said, it's gonna be a big blowout. That Dallas defense, they pretty much gave up. Jerry's gave up. He's releasing all his free agents that he signed this offseason. So, they're coming in for a rude awakening.
40-piece coming, Carson Wentz, baby. That's what I like to hear, man. Hey, Appreciate it.
Definitely. And appreciate you for stopping by. Like you said, if you do
Appreciate
weekly
y'all.
things, I'm definitely going to check you out, my guy. Like I said, great takes, great takes. You came out here, you gave it to the Cowboys, you said what we need to do. And like you said, yes, that's why I said it's not all Doug, because sometimes it's execution. You go back and watch the 22, there were guys open, we didn't execute right. So, blame got to go around. And it also, the execution comes to the lack of playing time the guys got because they're in and out the lineup. So shout out to you, my guy.
Thank you, man.
I appreciate y'all. Y'all be safe.
Peace. And then we got another one. We got another one.
I love the way you started that out, man. A 43 bomb. I love it.
Shit. There it goes. Shout out to your guy, Rick Bennett, in the building. Go ahead and let us know your
What's going on, everybody.
Appreciate you being in here, man. What you got for us today? What you got for us?
Okay, my thing with this game is, for some reason, how should I put this? I'm trying to put this. The thing I'm doing with this game is expect the unexpected with this game.
Expect the unexpected.
Okay. What do you mean by that?
Because number one, I don't want to take this game for granted, and I hope that the team is saying, we got this in the bag. There's no need to practice.
Yep. Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, I say it myself, and you guys know, like, any division game is always going to come down. It's always going to be tight. You never know. One team could be 1-15, the other team could be 8-8. One team could be 12-4. You never know. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah. And that is a good point. Listen, there's been times where Dallas won like 2 or 3 games, and one of them was against the Eagles. It's been like that. We've been on the receiving end. I know we went 6-10 a couple seasons, and we took out a good team or two. And the division games are like brothers. You know each other. You know what to expect. Maybe not McCarthy himself, but yeah, man. And we got to be honest. The Eagles have shown they play down to competition. Now, this is low competition. I don't know if we can stoop that low, but I do agree. If these players go into it like, man, have you seen what Dallas done lately? Dallas got the chip on their shoulder. It can easily flip the script on us. So we got to look at this team like, hey, they're still an NFL team. You got to play them right. So I agree with you, Rick.
And I hate to have that attitude of John Ritchie. I'm getting his attitude with the Eagles sometimes.
Yeah. I feel like it's just a Philly thing. You know what I mean? You always got to take the good with the bad, and you never know. Anything could happen in a week in this city, in Philly sports. But hey, Rick, give me something, maybe that wasn't said already. What do the Eagles need to do? Is there a certain area they need to capitalize on that you are specifically looking for?
Basically, is their quarterback is a very green quarterback. He's very new. Just take his confidence away. Number one.
Okay, yeah. Like, get on him early, right? Send pressure at him.
Yeah.
Yep.
Pressure.
Hey, that's what you got to do. 2 young quarterbacks in the game. You got to teach them. Again, they at the quarterback level, so they can throw if they have enough time to buy a coffee, take a sip, and deliver. And you got CeeDee Lamb, Michael Gallup, and Mari Cooper out there. So you got to make him realize that the NFL game is faster and stronger. And this is why chefs Bendanucci's don't belong in the NFL.
Yeah. Hey, the Cowboys, I mean, they wanted to clown us for going ahead and stealing our receiver, right? Well, now their defense stinks. I mean, it blatantly put they stink. But, hey, Rick, you got any hot takes for us? Anything bold? Anything?
Basically, I would go that Ben, or I forget his name already, will have 10 sacks.
So we're going to sack him 10 times, double-digit sacks on Ben DiNucci.
Yeah. I like it. Cooking them up, right?
Yep.
Hey, score prediction. What's your final score prediction? Did the Eagles win this one? I know you're kind of nervous. What are you thinking?
How about a tie?
Oh, come on. Can we really get another tie? If we get 2 ties in a single season, I think we have to. I don't know.
We should just renounce our rights to the NFC East. If we tie again, the Bengals and the Cowboys. Oh man, that's interesting though. I like it though.
Thank you for coming on, Rick.
Hey, appreciate it, Rick. Shout out to you.
Real quick for the people in the chat saying it's only members, that we're going to start with only members. Depending on how much time we got, we definitely will drop the link in the chat box for, anybody who wants to join in. But we're going to start with the channel members. But like I said, I believe we got the time to go the distance. So hang in there, talk in the chat. And we definitely going to be, we might even let some of these guys answer your chat questions too. But we definitely going to try to do as much for the community, because this is one of my best, one of my favorite weeks. Cowboy fans in general are kind of, downplaying it. I understand. They don't understand. We've dealt with injuries. Other teams haven't. So they're downplaying it, but we still can. It's still Cowboys Eagles. You're still going to see the star versus the bird. You're just going to see a guy we've never seen before represent him. So bring the next guy in here. BLSG, you're on the clock.
What's going on, BLSG?
What's up, guys? What's going on?
What's up? So,
Oh man,
let me start by asking you simply, what do you think the Eagles will have more success against the Cowboys defense with, running or passing?
I'm going to go with running. I mean, is Miles Sanders off the injury report yet? I think he did not participate this week, but it also could be passing. So in my opinion, it could go either way, to be honest. Because the Cowboys, they already have a guard defense, and our run game, even though Miles Sanders is out, can still do some damage. At least 5'6", 100 pounds. I mean, let the dog eat. Let the dog eat in Boston Scott.
Mm-hmm. You're kind of breaking up, but all I heard is "let the dog eat." Like I'm loving it. I'm loving it.
I do too. Hey, real quick, BLG, if you do have Wi-Fi, it definitely helps the stream to be close to Wi-Fi. It definitely helps out the phone when trying to be on StreamYard. Just let you know.
All right, I'll try to get closer.
Real quick, if you could hear us though, what's your main key to this game? How did the Eagles come out and effectively dominate the stinking Cowboys?
In my opinion, just score quickly. I mean, we all get that Carson Wentz has been the fourth quarter genius over here. When it comes to the fourth quarter, he's been making these awesome comebacks. But Cowboys, if their defense comes out, people, I mean, the Eagles ball here.
I mean, if you're talking about running the ball,
I can barely hear.
Players that opted out as well, but they just
you got a score prediction for us?
More Florence though. He'll probably against don't forget about Florence line though, because he could damage every arm. Attack right Carter.
Hey, BLSG, I think we're losing you. So look, we're going to end this. See if you can fix the problem. We'll come back in a little bit later, but can barely hear you, my guys. Appreciate you for coming through though. All right. Hey, shout out to the chat for keeping it funky. One of my guys said he looked like. Hey, and listen, it's all love. You can make fun of me too. I'm gonna say it too, because look, at the end of the day, I could take all the criticism in the world. But one said it sounded like T-Pain. One said.
Oh man,
her big. But shout out to BLSG. He's a trooper, and he definitely got a little young channel that he's trying to grow. Definitely try to show him. I can say this though, on his channel, he doesn't sound like T-Pain. So shout out to him. Let's bring in my guy Jalen Williams. He actually played offensive line in college, and we brought him on the Battle Birds podcast because he knows his stuff when discussing offensive line. So let's bring him in. What's going on, Jalen Williams?
What's going on? What's going on? What's up, RB?
What's going on, bro? What's good?
Nothing much. Nothing much. What up, Mike?
Hey, real quick, shout out to my guy LB with the 49 super chat. He said, "What's the dial-in?" Yeah, man, it's a link. I'll definitely send it to you because you get the exclusive, best reporting on the Eagles stream. You know what I mean? So I'll definitely send that to you if you want to hop in and talk your talk, my guy. But go ahead.
Jalen, tell us how much you hate the Cowboys.
With a passion. I still remember Marion Barber going for 120. It hurt my soul. I think I was like 10. So, yeah.
He was a vicious runner. I mean, like a stiff arm from Marion Barber was like, whew, it was rough.
Marion the Barbarian, man. Marion the Barbarian. Still hate the fans more than anything.
Yeah. Delusion. But let's start this off by talking about your specialty, and then we'll get into some other stuff. Jalen, how do you feel about Jason Peters possibly coming over and bumping out Jordan Mailata at the left tackle position for this game?
To me, it's stupid. Put him at right guard. You get what I'm saying? You got Isaac coming back next week or the week after. Mailata's been playing pretty solid. Let the young man develop. Dillard was supposed to be the next guy up. He's MIA right now. You get what I'm saying? And the last time we saw him, he looked like shit. I mean, sorry. I didn't mean to say that, but
no, you're good. You're good.
Yeah. But that's the thing. You're about to have a reloading of your team. You got a lot of young guys, a lot of veterans right now. The veterans on their way out, the young guys have to step up. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And plus we in Cap Hill, so
gotta
do something. Yeah.
Yeah. Since your offensive line grew, I want to ask you a question. Where do you think our run game is at this point? And our lack of sufficient running game, do you put it more on Doug Peterson, a lack of the offensive line to open up holes? Where's your kind of mindset at on that?
It's a combination of everything. So with the guards you have with that team, Nate Herbert's not getting any push. You get what I'm saying? Whoever you're going to have at right guard struggles to move. I mean, if you put Pryor there, he struggles to move. It's not a very balanced unit. You get what I'm saying? You look at our original starters. So Isaac Seumalo and Brandon Brooks. Both of those guys are athletic. Both of those guys are strong, especially Brandon Brooks. Brandon Brooks is a rare combination of speed and strength put together as an offensive lineman. And those guys move the line of scrimmage. That's why you saw Jordan Howard sort away games. And that's one of my biggest fears coming into this Dallas game. If we get up, who's going to sort that game away? The offensive line doesn't have its own push. We don't have a running back that's, hey, I can give you the ball 20 times and just get me first down after first down after first down. We don't have that. And Doug is not creative enough to make the running game viable in other ways. You look at what the Steelers did with Chase Claypool. We had everything up the middle. Let's attack the edges. I'll make your safeties and your outside linebackers come up and make tackles.
Yep.
We don't see anything like that from us, Yep,
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree 100% too. With that being said, you got a score prediction?
A lot closer than what people think. If Andy Dalton is playing, I see about 21-27.
All right.
But if Ben DiNucci playing, maybe 10-34.
And the Eagles winning either way, right?
Yeah. But the thing is, it's going to be a lot closer game than what people think. It's not going to be a blowout because we play down to our competition. And if we get a lead, how are we going to keep the lead? That's really my point.
Yeah.
But all right, y'all.
Hey, thanks for calling in, man. Appreciate you.
All right. Take it easy, y'all. We get into the chat.
Yeah. So, like I said, I tried to hit up LB, see if he was going to come in real quick. He hasn't responded back. That was the last caller as of now. Shout out to everybody in the chat. What's up, fella? Go Birds. Jersey boy, you definitely a channel member. Come through and talk your talk about the Philadelphia Eagles, my guy.
Hey, and you just so you guys know, you don't have to have a camera on. You can choose to have your camera or audio, whatever you are comfortable with. We're up here talking. We'll be up here for a while, and I know we got a lot of channel members that can have a take at this. So we're here.
Definitely. And like I said, just like RB said, you can turn your camera off. It will just be a little, a black screen, and you will definitely just hear your voice. So you know how Eagle fans are, you know what I mean? If you come on here proper, you know what I mean? They might get at you, but it's all good. You know what I mean?
I know later on in the show, my guy J-Rick wants to get up on here too, from a Cowboys perspective. So
definitely.
I'm hyped.
Definitely. So again, everybody came in and said some good takes. I agree. Man, I just can't wait. Again, Sunday night games, you got to wait all day. The anticipation. The one good thing is you get to watch some good football. But man, again, you lose on prime time, the whole world is talking about it because that's the only game on. However, shout out to Simone Stanley, who I did a live stream with yesterday. She pointed out to me, and I'm going to use it today. The Eagles are undefeated in 2020 on prime time. Think about it. We got 2 wins, and that was Sunday night and Thursday night. So we can't win on Sunday, but we can't win on regular TV, but we can win in primetime games. And we're got our 3rd primetime game. Let's keep it.
I love it. Hey, do you want to give me a score prediction right now, or you want to wait for your preview video?
I actually already leaked one out, so I'm going to continue with it. I got it 33-17. That's what I got. Again, we pull away. It's not the blowout everybody wants, but that's a 16-point win. That's a lot for a Philadelphia Eagles team that's been either losing by 2 or winning by 2. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Hey, feel free to drop your score predictions in the chat too. We'll definitely put some of them up here. I'm gonna say 34-13. That's what I've stuck with. This is, of course, with Ben DiNucci playing, I don't see them really putting anything together on the Eagles as long as Jim Schwartz is doing what he needs to do, bringing pressure, getting the kid off guard. I'm going to say 34-13. I think Wentz is going to have a huge game, probably his best game of the year, in my opinion.
Hey, that's what we need. But shout out to some of the guys I see in the chat already. So Takeem Hilton 2.0, Jersey Boy, Steven Joyce, you guys are channel members that I see. All you got to do, if you would like to, no forcing anybody to come on here and talk their talk. But I know you guys put in that work in the chat. And if you want to get on here, all you got to do is go to my channel, click the community post, the community tab, and then right there will be the link for the channel members. Click it, follow the directions, and talk your talk. And within 20 minutes or so, we probably drop it for the whole chat, to be honest, because we got some good takes in here. We're going to keep it going. We're going to try one more time. Nate Herb, BLSG, a.k.a. Nate Herbig in the building. What's going on? Is it good? Are we good, my guy?
Hello?
Wrong phone number. Sorry. Try it again. And, definitely. So when it comes down to, again, I know you like the hot takes. What's your hot take? You got one mild, you got a simmer one, you got a Tabasco in the eye hot take.
Hey man, that's actually a perfect analogy. Look, I got two hot takes for you. Number one, I'm gonna say with the return of Jalen Reagor and possibly Dallas Goedert. Look, I'm gonna say Carson Wentz throws a touchdown pass to at a minimum 4 receivers / tight ends / running backs. I think he throws a touchdown to 4 different guys. And you know what that means? He's going to have at least 4 touchdown passes in this game. That's my offensive one. In terms of defense, I'm going to say we get at least 5 or 6 sacks on Ben DiNucci. Just make him look absolutely pathetic, because that's what he is. And that's what the Cowboys are at this point in the season, just pathetic. I think, look, this is going to be one of them games, as I was hearing the Cowboys people talk last week, you get a sack, you get a sack. Just put everyone in. Look, everybody can get a piece of the pie in this one. I think a lot of guys are going to step up on our D-line. I can't hear you.
I muted it. My bad.
There you go.
I like the 4 touchdown prediction because you had the chance against this defense. I will say this though, this team is in dead last when it comes to yards before contact.
Yep.
So we get so many yards before they even contact us on the ground, and then they're second to last in yards after contact. So they allow you to run multiple yards before they touch you, and when they touch you, they don't bring you down. I really, really want to establish the run here. Washington was in the bottom 5 at running the ball last week, and they looked like they ran rush for like $180. You know what I mean? So I do want to see Carson go ahead and throw. And again, last week he got 8 different receivers involved, like 8 different pass catchers were involved, and Goat Scott, I'm gonna call him Goat Scott for the time being because that was a tough catch for a 5'6" guy to do. Man, and again, can we see? Listen, if we could just see Carson fourth quarter Wentz in the second and third quarter, you're talking about blowing this game open. Then my 33-17 maybe turns into a 40 burger, and I would love that because when's the last time you watch an Eagles game like this?
I can't remember.
Laid back, relax. You know what I mean?
I can't remember.
Exactly. Because even down the stretch, when Carson Wentz beat the Washington football team, the Cowboys, the Giants, and the Giants, all nail biters. The Seattle game, he gets knocked out off a cheap shot. However, it was a close game. Even though Josh McCown had a torn hamstring or whatever it was, he couldn't win the game, but he kept us in the game. So the Eagles have been in back-to-back nail biters.
That's just who we are, man. It seems like that's who we are under Doug Peterson. Honestly, it's insane. You can never just relax. That's why I said in my preview video, can we just have a game where at halftime I can just relax for once? Can I just chill back and say, you know what, this game is it's all but over. I feel like I've never been able to say that with this Philadelphia Eagles team. No chance.
Exactly. But I do have a feeling that it's coming in this game. Yep. And so with that being said, we're going to actually open up the line. We just about to hit an hour. We're at 52 minutes. Make sure wherever you're watching this, we got 175 people in the chat. Again, that's on different platforms because we got Philly Take with RB's channel live. We got the Philly Talk podcast live. So wherever you're watching, it might not say $1.72 now. It's $1.72. Somebody just left. But wherever you're watching, it won't say that, but make sure you smash that like button wherever you're watching. It's free. It's a free, easy thing that shows support to the channel. And here we go. We actually going to drop the – I'm kind of scared because there's Cowboy fans in here and everything, and I don't – It's cool, though. It's cool. If a Cowboy fan legitly wants to come on here and talk their talk about, their team, it's cool. But you don't need you to come on here saying – a bunch of curse words and just coming at people's necks. If you want to come on here and say, listen, I do believe the Cowboys got a chance because of blah, 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 you can do that. Here it goes. It's going to be on both channels. Like I said, click the link, come in, try to buy Wi-Fi. You can do it with your phone. You can do it with a computer. And again, stay back there. We're going to, decipher out who we going to bring in and stuff. So shout out to you guys. Here we go. It's clicked away. So it's there, both in Philly Talk Podcast and Philly Take with RB. Click the link, come in and tell us your take on Dallas week. Dallas week.
I'm going to pin it on the top of my chat too, so you guys can just come in and see it too.
Try to do
hey,
that.
Bring your hot takes, bring your fire takes, bring whatever you got, honestly. Bring some Tabasco sauce. Bring something, man. But like Mike said, no profanity, nothing too crazy out of the ordinary. Just come in, give your takes, man. Or if you want to be a humble Cowboys fan and you're in here, well, you got that option too. So
Yo, how do you pin it though?
You just click on it and click pin.
I see. I kept clicking on the link.
Yeah.
Here we go. So y'all ahead and do what you got to do. But again, real quick, look, the Eagles are a team that I feel if we can move the ball the same way we did against the Steelers, against the Ravens, and even against the Giants, because we moved the ball in that game, we just couldn't finish. I think we could put up points. You added Jalen Reagor. Now, Dallas Goedert is a guy that even if he felt good, I might say, hey, hold up a little bit. Hold up. We got the bye week next week. Normally,
I just want to interrupt you for 1 second. My bad. You put the wrong link in there. It's you got to put the StreamYard link in there.
What link did I put in there? Oh, I put your link in there. Yeah, there you go. I just did that recently right before we started. Hold up. Here it goes. Everybody's going to your channel like, what? Well, I mean, if you're at his channel, you might as well hit the subscribe button. Here it is. This is legitly the StreamYard one.
We got you. We were trying to see who was paying attention, you know?
Yeah. I was playing a trick on you guys. This is the StreamYard one, so now you can get in.
Shout out to Derek JB with the donation. Appreciate that, man. Says, let's go, Washington football team. Oops, wrong broadcast. Hey, well, you know what? I haven't seen Washington fans since week 1 till they, devoured the stinking Cowboys. But at the same time, I was laughing about it. Washington could be the second best team in this division, surprisingly. But it's crazy, man. Appreciate the donation.
All right, so now we got it pinned and we got 6 people in here already. So again, listen, here's the thing for the chat. You can only hold 10 people in here. So if you try to get in and it won't allow you in, just wait a little bit and come back in a little later. So we're going to go in order. We got Let's Go Bird on the mic.
Yo.
Let us
What up,
know
yo?
how you feel, your instant thoughts about Dallas week.
Oh man, Dallas week. I've been watching football for like 5 years, so I don't really know much about the history, but for the long years I've been an Eagles fan, I know it's important to beat Dallas. So I like Dallas week. It really shows the rivalry between us.
And what do you think about Cowboys fans? Do you have any friends that are Cowboys fans? Any family members? Any relatives?
No, we got no Cowboys fan in this house. I make sure if my sister is cheering for the Cowboys, bro, it's a wrap.
They're out, right? They're out.
Yeah.
Gots to. I already told my kids, like, you could do whatever you want with your life. Just don't become a Cowboys fan.
Yeah.
I like it, man. Hey, what's your main take on this game? Did the Eagles win? Is it a blowout? Do we, embarrass the Cowboys? What do we need to do? Give us something, man.
Hey, it's a blowout. 42-14 Eagles. You already know. My two breakout players are Jason Huntley and Jalen Rager. Rager he's gonna prove he's worth the pick. And Huntley, I'm predicting, hot take, Boston Scott gets injured first quarter. Jason Huntley comes in right away.
Save the day?
He's gonna save the day.
That's interesting. So Jason Huntley, the breakout star. I think it was you a little while back who had predicted Travis Fulgham, right? You were big on Travis, right? So maybe you got something brewing.
John Hightower.
Okay, so maybe you got something brewing.
There you go. Shout out to you for coming through. Listen, for people in the chat and for people be backstage, once I get 10 people in here, no more people can join. We already got 10 people in here, and I see like another 5 people try to join every time someone tries to join, and we already got 10 people in here. It notifies me. So what we'll do is, if you want to just relax, come back into the stream, and then when we get these people out, we bring you guys in. But shout out to you. Let's go, Birds.
Hey, let us get it. And you said 42-14, right?
Yeah.
I like it, man. Appreciate the call.
Facts. What's going on? MG Naz in the building, who, by the way, has his own YouTube channel as well. So check him out. But go ahead. Initial thoughts on this game, my guy.
Blowout. That's all. It's a blowout. Cowboys week. I always hope for a blowout, no matter how bad we are. No matter if Dallas was 8-0, 7-0, blowout.
All right. And how do you think we achieved that goal, right? First off, tell me, do you have any Cowboys friends, family members, and relatives?
You said, how do we think we achieved that?
Yeah, but first I want to know if you are in close relations with any Cowboys fans.
My mom.
Oh, hey.
Yeah.
At least you changed the script on it. You changed the script on it.
Interesting. I don't want to get into it, but did your mom try to force you to become a Cowboys fan and you kind of went the other direction?
No. She let me decide whatever, and I decided to stay home.
I like it.
There you go. I like that. So, again, who's your breakout players in this game, and give us your score prediction.
Breakout player Will Parks. I think it's his time. Finally, his second week back. And score prediction 31-17. Birds all day.
I like it. I like it. I
Like
like
it,
it.
man.
Appreciate you for coming through. And like I said, his name is a bit of swing. MG Naz. He does Eagles and Sixers content too. So check him out if you guys got a chance. And let's go. Hope we get this blow, my guy.
Appreciate the call, man.
So what we're gonna do now is when we bring these guys in, we're gonna ask some initial thoughts, and then we're gonna, depending on how many people we get, because there's still like people trying to join. So what we'll do is this: you ask them a question, I ask them a question, they answer them too, and we keep it moving. But we're gonna ask different questions throughout the thing. So next up, we got a guy named Ken. First of all, tell us your YouTube channel, my guy. He was in the middle of getting his din in. I'm trying to be his best Ezekiel Elliott.
Actually, I don't have a YouTube channel. I just post random stuff on there. So
No, I'm saying, what do you go by, like when you're in the live chat and you're commenting on people's videos and stuff?
Ken Abiage, that's my full name.
Gotcha. Go ahead and give us your initial thoughts on this game.
I think it's gonna be a close game because this season we haven't beaten anybody by more than 5 points. So
Interesting.
That's fair enough. Fair enough. Go ahead.
And now, when you say it's going to be a close game, despite all the other performances this year, we do know we can come to a realization here: the Cowboys stink, right? You're an Eagles fan, right?
yes, I am.
So, in this circumstance, do you see the Cowboys presenting any unique challenges for us? Anything that we got to be on the lookout for?
Probably that secondary. We might not throw the ball and get easy touchdown by throwing the ball.
Interesting. Who do you think is going to break out for us this game? Anybody? Any hot takes? Any bold statements?
I got Carson Wentz playing good, not great, but playing good, and probably play not very good in the first half, but playing great in the second half. And some bold takes is Clement gets more playing time, I guess, because
There we go.
Okay.
I like.
Good takes. And so, do you got a score prediction?
30-21.
There you go. Hey, I'll take that. That's still a nice 11-point game. We weren't probably on the edge of our seats. Carson Wentz did his thing. You said he's going to play a good game, but not great. But a win against the Cowboys, solidifies us in first place, no matter how bad they are. And I'll definitely take that. So shout out to you, Ken. Appreciate you for coming through.
Appreciate you, man.
Up next, we got Doy.
Yo, what's good?
Good.
How y'all doing?
Chilling.
Yeah, man. First off, my initial thoughts. Pretty much what we have to do is establish ourselves on the defensive side of the ball. We can't give this Cowboys offense any type of hope, any type of momentum. The defense has to set the tone for the rest of the game. We have to just let our presence be felt to give our offense momentum to do what they need to do to just put this game in the bag. I want to see the Cowboys in a body bag, but I just do. But every time I come out with expectations, it kind of goes different. It kind of goes the opposite way I want to. So hey, it is what it is. That's the name of the game right now for us. But yeah, I can't wait. It's gonna be exciting.
Go ahead. You want to ask me your first question?
Yeah, I mean, how do you think is it going to be one of those easy games for the Eagles that we, come far and few in between? Is it going to be a hard fought game down the stretch? Carson Wentz had to come back in the last 5 minutes. How's this game going to go? And whatever you say to that, how are the Eagles going to be able to get that done in this game?
To be honest, I don't know. I want to believe. I don't. But I want to believe that it will be the case where it will be an easygoing game. An easygoing game would be nice. It would, but that's just not the see. It's not what we've been seeing as of right now. But I would love an easygoing game. I would, but what the Eagles have to do is they just need to to establish themselves on the defensive side of the ball. We have to We have to fly around. We have to make big hits. We have to do whatever we have to do.
I like it.
All right, and I'm going to just finish with the simple one. Give me your offensive standout, defensive standout, and score prediction.
I feel like the defensive standout, Josh Sweat, man, he's nice. I feel like he can do a lot of damage on the edge. He is going to be one of our breakout stars, I feel like, for the future. I think he's on his third year of his rookie contract, and it's only going to be amount of time for him to just, get comfortable, get his confidence up. And and on the offensive side of the ball, and this is hard because I really like John Hightower. He's one of my favorite players coming in out of college. I want him to get his first touchdown, hopefully. That's pretty much what it boils down to for me.
And score prediction?
I really don't know, but I'm on a limb. I'm going now to say 28-10.
Eagles,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, 28-10, or we might not go for like extra points as much, so probably like 30-10 or like 27. Who knows?
I like it.
Appreciate you for coming through, guy.
All right, peace out, y'all.
All right, like I said, listen, it's bang. Yo, listen, look. Every second there's another person trying to get in. So
hey, bring that energy up on the stream. Give us some fire up here, man. Come on.
But look, so what we're gonna try to do is 2 questions, and because like I said, we got 10 people still waiting, and I'm telling you, every second, I wish you could see my screen how much is blinking right above my name.
Give us your hottest take or whatever and your score prediction. How about that?
So here we go. We got Berg again. I think he's watching this.
Too. Yes, sir.
Yeah, we can hear it on your screen.
So if you want to turn the volume of the video you're watching down for a second, say what you got to say, and then when you go back out, you can continue watching the stream. Appreciate the support, my guy. Go ahead. Berg gang?
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. I got 2 words for y'all, man. Joe Webb. So I just hope we come in here and play good. That's it.
There we go.
I'm taking it you're a Cowboys fan?
Sure. I got Cowboy fans all over here, man. I'm actually in a fantasy league with them. The only Eagles fan in there.
Nah, I was just messing with you because I know your name is Bird Gang, but then Joe Webb. Elaborate on the Joe Webb thing because he beat us.
I think that's the last game he ever played in, if I'm not mistaken. So
I hear you.
Yeah, so it was kind of crazy that some unknown quarterback came in Philly, and if it wasn't Philly, I'm not sure, and beat us. So I hope Ben DiNucci, doesn't do the same thing.
Yeah,
what's your score prediction on this one?
I think 28-13, 28-10, somewhere between that. I think Jalen Hurts, if they play him, I think he's going to be a surprise in this game.
I like it.
All right. Shout out to you for coming through, my guy.
Appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Chris Perez on the go. Go ahead and let us know your instant thoughts, my guy.
What's good? I'm thinking this is going to be a blowout. It should be. The Cowboys passing defense isn't very good. The rushing defense isn't much better. I think our rushing defense has been pretty good against running backs, but for some reason we're letting all these quarterbacks run all over us. So I don't know. Does Ben DiNucci got wheels?
He's a little athletic. I wouldn't say he's not you want him to scramble, but he can move around. He's like I would say he's a decent athleticism. Nothing crazy. You could probably symbolize him to like a Daniel Jones type, but probably more not as fearless because Daniel Jones will run and take the hit. He's not going to run 85 yards on us, I should say.
Yeah, Daniel Jones ran faster than Lamar Jackson, so that's kind of scary.
And that's why he ran so fast. His feet couldn't stay with his body.
Hey, man, I want to know from you, who's going to have a big game on the Eagles? Is Carson Wentz going to step up and be the man this week?
I think so. I think hopefully if Rager plays, I think their average quarterback rating for Cowboys opponents is like 105 or something. So I think he's going to have a big game. Hopefully, I don't know if Goddard is going to play. If he plays, it's over. It's just going to be domination. But
I love it.
I still think we're gonna. I still think we're gonna, blow them out because they're worse than the Jets right now.
All right,
That's an accomplishment on its own.
That's true. Like you said, you hear Skip Bayless trying to plead for a tank for Trevor and try to out lose to the Jets. They already got a 2-game head start. But give us your breakout player on defense and score prediction before you go.
All right, on defense, I think it's gonna be. Is Malik Jackson still hurt?
He's questionable for this game.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go with Javon Hargrave.
Good pick.
I'm hoping he can step up. Finally, get some sacks.
Yep.
The score prediction, I'm gonna say 38-10.
I like it.
Hey, appreciate the call, man.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Good takes, my guy. Peace.
All right. Yeah, good one, man. Have a good one.
Real quick before we get to our next caller, shout out to Nitro Freak with the $4.99 super chat. And again, they're blanging up there. I've been doing some research on DiNucci. People are underestimating him. We need to be prepared. Believe it or not, we can lose this game 4.7. Wait, what? 4.740?
He's saying his 4.740 time. That's what he's saying in the chat.
Oh yeah, so there you go. Again, he's athletic a lot more than people would think. Here's the thing though, a lot of these guys, he got the athleticism. I'm thinking we're still going to be able to get at him and frustrate him. I don't think he put it all together, but shout out to Nitro Freak, definitely great Eagles content creator. He does not hold his tongue for nothing, to say the least, especially on his rant video. So check him out if you haven't done it. He's been in the game way longer than me and RB combined.
Yeah, shout out to Nitro, man. Sub him up. And Nitro, I'll say I'm more worried about what Jim Schwartz is going to do than Ben DiNucci. He's young. He's fresh out the gate. We got to send pressure, man. But, we can't let him stay in his game, to be honest.
Facts. And real quick, shout out to Black Elias with the $5 super chat. He said, salute to the panel. Everybody, my guy, we about to get our next caller in. Appreciate everybody for coming through. Like I said, we got a lot of people trying to get in here. We at 1 hour and 12. We definitely going to hang in there for you guys. Let's go. Next caller, Brandon on the mic.
Baby, bring it.
What's up, fellas? Y'all can hear me good, right?
Perfect.
Good deal. I got a Bluetooth headset on, so it makes it easier for me to talk.
Yep. You're built for this.
Yeah, I just got introduced to RB. Good to meet you, man. Another Philly content creator. I've known you for a little bit, Philly Mike, so it's good to finally talk to you guys. This is a good way to connect to your subscribers, man. Shout out to y'all.
Hey, appreciate you a lot, man. Shout out to you. What do you got for us, man?
Let's see. What do I got? I got a whole bunch, but I gotta keep it short. Look, there's a lot of things that we can take with a grain of salt, but at the same time, what I want to bring up is the fact that Doug Peterson is the play caller. He really needs to like, I guess, look at himself in the mirror, as he says a lot in his post game conferences or pressers with the journalists, and realize that I'm sure some of us have listened to his post game after the Giants game, and it was brought up to where he had a good opening drive in the on the first, they scored on their first opening drive, and then they bring it together in the fourth quarter. Well, one of the media members asked him why, and he said it had something to do with the scripted plays and their 2-minute offense. So we've been complaining for I think, to be fair, almost a couple of years now on the inconsistency with Doug's play calling. And I understand that injuries can be a factor here and there. But, if I guess if the answer is right in front of your face, it's like, don't fix something that isn't broken. Why don't you work on what's working for you in the beginning and stick to that until the defense makes an adjustment?
Man, I mean, and your name is Brandon, right? If I heard
Yes,
correct.
sir.
Hey, thank you for coming up on here, man. And I appreciate fans like you, because as true Philly fans, you got to hold your people accountable. And I agree with you. We've been seeing these inconsistencies, for the past couple of years now, in certain stretches. And I absolutely agree. We still got to have our eyes on Doug Peterson at times. That's my opinion on it.
Yeah. I mean, we talk about the situation with the offensive coordinator and whatnot, but when I think about it, there's two potential candidates in-house right now, and Rich Scangarella and Marty Morningwig. We know Marty from working with Lamar Jackson and the Ravens, and it's another mobile quarterback. Carson's very mobile himself. He's an athlete in his own right. So I'm sure there's a lot of creativity involved in Marty, and Rich with Drew Lock, and I know Drew isn't Carson Wentz, but there's some creativity on his part as well. And I think Rich understands Carson as a quarterback. So I mean, let's look at these guys in house. Let's bring them up to a bigger role. When we're talking about creativity, there's got to be something there. Doug's got to listen to these guys a little bit more. I don't think it's going to happen.
Yeah, I agree 100% with you. I think there's still tension from the fact that how we got rid of Doug's guys, even though we agreed with it. Mike Groh, Carson Welch had to go. But I believe there's tension there because, again, Marty Morningway was in Eagles staff earlier in his career, has connections with Howie. I believe Howie put these guys in there to kind of, keep Doug in check / get him the help that Frank Wright gave him. But I don't believe Doug brought in with this. But Rich was working with Carson Wentz all through the offseason. So I agree. You need to get Rich involved more. If it's true, he's the guy who's involved heavily in a 2-minute drill. And that's where you see the most success from this offense, in the 2-minute drill. So promote my guy up to OC.
Especially the scripted plays. I mean, we seen Mike Groh with his scripted plays last year. We have to assume that the responsibility is similar between how Mike used to run it with Doug and how Rich is now. So I mean, it's a little bit obvious to think about it as fans, but it's just speculation at this point. Like, we got to think of what's really going on in the front office, and the confusion prior to the start of the season with, like you said, with Mike Groh and Carson Walsh, with the confusion there. I think there's a little bit of writing on the wall as to really what's going on with that kind of miscommunication.
Yeah,
perfectly said. I agree 100% from you. So that's all we got for today. Thank you. We definitely going to be doing this more often. Appreciate you. Great to set and great opinions from my guy Brandon.
Awesome, man. Thanks a lot.
Real quick before you go, give us your score prediction.
All right, let's see, a score prediction. I mean, there's a lot. The previous callers coming in, I think they were pretty fair with the 28-10. I don't want to overestimate the Eagles' offense right now because we're still getting players back. I know Jalen Reagor's playing. Dallas Goedert, I think, is going to be questionable. I don't think I want to play him for the Dallas game just to ensure that we got our legitimate number one tight end, since Zach Ertz is on the ropes with his contract issues and the ankle injury. So, I want to say 28-10, 28-14, since we haven't scored more than 30 points yet in this season.
Thank you, Brandon.
I'll take it. Appreciate you, my guy.
Appreciate you.
Thanks a lot, fellas.
Hey, real quick, shout out to Asia with the donation. Appreciate that a lot. Value channel member says, as a Giants fan, good luck. I despise the Eagles. I do see you winning this game 50-10, generous, and give them a touchdown. Hey, garbage time touchdown. I agree, Asia. The Cowboys stink. We all know that.
Here we go, though. We got our first Cowboy fan. I believe a viral prod. You muted your own mic, so let us know when you're available to talk. Remember, talk your talk, but keep it clean.
Hey, can you guys hear me okay?
Yes, sir.
All All right, I don't got much time, but before I get into it, I just want to say I support you guys. Even though I hate the Eagles with all my heart, I like your guys' content, and everyone make sure to subscribe to them. They're pretty cool.
Respect to you, bro.
Respect.
And is it okay if I start off with a score prediction?
Yeah,
Sure.
give it to us. Come crazy, man. Let's go. Give us something bold. Don't say the Cowboys are going to win this one. I know you don't believe it.
I think the smart pick would be to say that the Eagles win, but I think we pulled something off and we win 27-24.
Hey, I like how you came with the smart pick. You wouldn't bet the money on it, but the heart got to go with what it got to go with. And I respect the fact that you know what's going on, but hey, it's hard to say your team's going to flat out lose to a division rival, even when you know how it's looking.
Hey man, anything's possible in a division game, so
that is true. Do you got a player who's going to stand out on that team? You think is it Danucci?
I think our defense is going to show something this week. I know our defense has been terrible, and I can admit that, but I feel like Jalen Smith is playing for his job. They're saying that he could get cut next or not. They're just going to move on from next season. And then D-Law hasn't played great, but I think he could step up. I don't know about Ben DiNucci. Maybe he shows something, but I think this game has got to be we got to lean on Zeke, and Zeke's got to play better, got to take care of the football. And if he can get going, we can control the time of possession and keep the defense off the field.
Yep.
Hey, shout out to you. Appreciate you for coming through. First Cowboy fan we had on there, and you kept it real, gave your team some props, but you also said it's going to be a tough one. But like you said, the NFC East, you never really know, even if you got a guy who never played in the NFL before.
Yep. Appreciate you a lot, man. Hope other Cowboys callers are like you, very objective and can see both sides. So appreciate that.
All right, you guys have a great day.
You too. Let's get to the next one. This connection mics before you can. Nicholas, you are in the back stage with us, but you don't have a mic connected. You don't have to actually use a microphone, but you got to enable your phone to allow it to there. So we're going to go to the next one until you do that. Shout out to All Birds. Go ahead and give us your instant thoughts, my guy. Hello? I can't hear you. If your things, it doesn't show that your mic is muted, All Birds. Still can't hear you, bro. Take the headphones out and try.
Can't hear him.
Can't hear him. Hey, All Birds, what I'm going to ask you to do is to exit out, come back in without the headphones, and try it. And if you come back in, I'm going to jump you back in front of the line. You heard? You good? So come back out, come back in, and don't use the microphones. You should be good, all right? I'll jump you back in front of the line, my guy.
What's that, Joker?
Infamous 2K on the mic. What's going on, my guy?
What's good? How y'all doing?
We chilling. Give us your instant thoughts.
I don't even know where to start, keep it in, but if we start, I don't think our team, like talent-wise, is struggling for real. I think it's mostly the coaches, because since this, other than Carson Wentz, because Carson Wentz has his ups and downs, because he's a playmaking quarterback, they're going to have some of that, but since the Steelers game, our team has not been performing bad. It's been the play calling in the late situations. Against the Steelers, we could have won that, but Jim Schwartz sold it bad. Against the Ravens, we could have won that, but then Doug Peterson sold it bad. Then we beat the Giants, which I'm going to keep it a bin. We shouldn't have beat them, because if Evan Ingram ain't dropped that pass, that game probably was over. And mainly the reason why is because we're running power. I know I sound like Skip Bayless, but they're running power like Carson Wentz is Tim Tebow or something. Like they don't trust his arm or something like that. So
that was quoted exactly from Skip.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because he he's not wrong. Even though I hate him, well, I don't hate him, but I don't like him as a sports fan. But he's not wrong. Like the coaches, they're not utilizing the Carson Wentz correctly. Like I was watching some of the film earlier today during class because I had a free period about the play calling in 2017 with Frank Wright. They let Carson Wentz run the offense 95% of the time. Frank Wright will call it, but they don't let him call audibles no more to read the defense like that. I don't think if it was up to Carson Wentz, he would have ran a read option against the
Yeah.
Ravens defense with
Yeah,
our O line.
I definitely agree with that. I want Doug to start giving a couple plays where Carson can diagnose the defense and decide to change it up at that. Again, he's not switching it to a whole different play. He's still got to stay in that
Yeah.
formation and pretty much run a play that Doug laid out for him. But it got to be more decisions. That's what Carson Wentz was doing at the end of last year. We started to see that more. We also saw that in 17 under Frank Wright's game plan. It was still Doug's play calling, but under his game plan. Appreciate you, my guy. Especially with all your, like I said, keep grinding at playing. You play cornerback, right?
Yeah.
Keep grinding, my guy, and let us know what's your score prediction, my guy.
I have 2 because either way the Eagles are winning, but I have 2. So if we stop Zeke early and we don't let Zeke get momentum for the game, I think they score maybe 7 or 10 points. And I think if Rager had because Rager, I don't know if you've been peeping what Rager has been saying, but Rager looks like he playing with a chip on his shoulder. So I think he winning the MVP for offense. I think we scoring 34 on them, to be honest, because we scored 28 on the Ravens. I don't know why we can't score 34 on the worst defense in the league.
Hey,
I like it.
Definitely agree with you.
All right.
Be easy, bro.
Appreciate
you too, Tiggs. Be safe.
All birds, you good? Nope. Big Pain in the building. What's going on, my guy? You are on the mic.
Yes, sir. Got the West jersey on. You know what I'm saying? What's going on, man? I'm a big fan. You know, I started YouTube not too long ago. I do video games and I talk about the sports. But for the main thing, I just want to talk about how every Eagles fan can see that we need an inside running game. The reason why you see people saying that we're using Carson Wentz as our inside as a Tim Tebow is because we don't have a power back. If you look at it, Carson Wentz's best year that he had was with an inside running game with LeGarrette Blount and Jay Ajayi. We never replaced that. Since Jay Ajayi tore his ACL, we haven't been the same since. And we got a lot of these running backs that, are backs that could come out the field and, very elusive. But if we don't have somebody coming up the middle, the RPOs will never look the same. And you look at teams like the Ravens, it's the reason why they didn't look the same when Mark Ingram went down, because the RPO, the read option, didn't look the same anymore once he got injured in that playoff game versus the Titans. And it's the same thing. The inside running game could change the dynamic of a team. We seen it go with the Rams when they lost Gurley. And if we don't have a running game, I don't know how we're gonna go deep in the playoffs without that, because we're gonna have to run the ball, and we're putting Carson Wentz in too much danger because we're throwing the ball about 50 times a game.
Yeah, I agree with you. I've been one to say as well, we got to stick with the run, let it open up the pass. I feel like we've been lacking that, and I feel like it's on Doug as a play caller. What do you think about Boston Scott? You think he's legit? Because I personally do. I just think he needs more of an opportunity.
I think he's legit, but I think he's more of a 1-2 punch kind of running back.
Right.
Even if Miles Sanders come back, I remember a play when, look, I could say from this angle, if you don't see Ryan Tannehill doing QB sneaks, you don't see even Lamar Jackson doing QB sneaks for real, and he's a running. You don't see a lot of that. You see Carson Wentz doing QB sneaks because we don't have a power back. You got to remember Carson Wentz already plays reckless, so he's already going to take hits. Plus the O-line's trash. So with that being said, if we got an inside running game, that can help the O-line and keep Carson Wentz upright. So at the end of the day, I'm questioning: are they trying? What are their goals? What are their goals at the end of the day? Because Carson Wentz has been running more and more, and the reason why he's running is because we pass the ball every play, and he know that we're throwing the ball, so the run is there. We need to run the ball, and I'll give Howie Roseman his credit on that. He is looking like he's hit on a lot of these receivers this year. It's looking like he's hit, but also we have to get inside running back. Everybody's talking about the linebackers, but the offense won't be complete until we're able to run the ball up the middle and keep moving the chains. Because Carson Wentz right now is our biggest running back right now, in my opinion.
Hey, I agree. We definitely gonna have to shore that up, especially if we keep seeing Miles Sanders keep getting hit with some nicks. Shout out to Miles, get healthy. This whole team needs to get healthy. But Big Pain definitely. If you haven't checked him out, he don't upload every day, but he comes in with some fire takes on his channel, some post games, some pre games, some hot topics. Definitely check out Big Pain. You can type it in the search bar. Shout out to you, my guy. You got a score prediction?
Score prediction. I'm gonna be honest. If Dak Prescott was playing, I might have gave them a little some points. But to be honest, our defense, Darius Slay's not getting enough credit. He's listen, he's people is not passing the ball his way. It's just not happening. So we're not seeing any interceptions. I think he's gonna shut down Cooper. I know everybody gonna say the Eagles fans getting cocky, but Danucci got to show me before I give them anything over around maybe 14 points. I got it about 35 to 14.
I'll take it. Shout out to you, my guy.
Thank you.
Hey, and apparently in my chat, RW, one of my channel members, shout out to him, said he's in the waiting room. So I can't see it, bro, but I think Philly Mike's gonna put you on soon. So
He didn't write RW. What is his name that he wrote? Ask him, and I'm gonna put him on after this. Hashtag all birds. You good?
Yeah, I'm good. Can y'all hear me?
Yep.
Yeah, we can hear you now. A little technical.
Yeah. Hey, real talk. This is what we need to do. We don't need to underestimate Dallas. They've already showed that they can beat us. Last year, we got the 27. I think it was 37-10, right? The beat down. Sunday night prime time. So what we don't need to do is underestimate these guys. DeMarcus Lawrence can still play, no matter if the stats show it at all. These guys can still play, and the last thing they need is extra motivation. Like they stopping us, time to time, and it's building their confidence. That's the last thing they need. What we need to do is put these guys away quickly. Build up a quick lead. Put pressure on Ben DiNucci. Make sure that pass rush gets to him, and it's really gonna get to him. They're starting what? Backup tackles. I mean, I think the only healthy guy they have is Zach Martin. So I feel like we'll be able to get to them. Our pass rush is extremely stronger than Dallas is. And one thing I will need to say is that we need to re-sign Brandon Graham, at least to like a 1-year deal or a 2-year deal. He's balling out. He's lights out right now. And it's crazy to me how he's never made a Pro Bowl, but he's made an All-Pro before. And I feel like that's weird in itself. But our pass rush, man, as soon as they show up, then this game is going to be lights out because I think it's going to be raining too. It's not a good combination for Ben DiNucci at all.
Facts, and Cowboys ain't used to playing the elements at the home game, but
Exactly.
I agree.
Exactly.
I want to start real quick with your point. You can't take any team for granted in the NFL, but this is definitely a different Dallas team from coaching to defense to offense. But again, if there's one game that the Cowboys are going to get up for, if there's one game that the locker room, listen, when the locker room can have some tension, but Mike McCarthy can say, look, I know you don't like me, but guess what? We don't like the Eagles even more. And this could be a game they try to pull together. And I cannot allow this to happen. So like you said, the Eagles got to be in their own heads by saying, look, this is an NFL team. We got to come out and play. We can't come out lackadaisy and slip up and go in halftime with the Cowboys leading, because that's trouble.
Exactly. And Rodney McLeod touched on that, though, because they already know what's at stake, and they already know they got embarrassed last year. And he mentioned that on his press conference. So I already know they're going to be locked in. Slay's going to be locked in. Look, he's the Cooper killer. That's the reason why we brought him here. Limit his catches. CD, Michael Gallup, they can get their money, but keep Cooper shut down. I feel like that's the most important thing. I feel like we'll be all right after that. The tight end, not much to speak of. I do believe that we should rest Dallas Goedert and rest Miles Sanders just to make sure that they're healthy for the long stretch.
Yeah, I agree. I would go that same route because look, I'm not discounting Dallas, but I'm also not trying to hurt guys that we need for the long run for the Saints, the Packers, the Seahawks. So shout out to you coming in with the fire, came in with energy right away. He was like, hold up, let me take this show over for a second.
Listen, I looked at the chat. It said that that the callers need to have more energy. And look, I believe that we can beat Green Bay. We did it last year. Cleveland doesn't have OBJ. Slay can lock down Landry. I'm not gonna say contain. Slay can lock down Landry. He's gonna have his hands full when we play Arizona with D Hop. But I really like our chances in those games. And honestly, Drew Brees, to me, he's not looking like the Drew Brees of old. So I feel like the New Orleans game, I feel like we can win that too. All of these are winnable. As long as we get our act together, Carson Wentz plays solid, the defense plays solid, and guys continue to get healthy. I mean, I really like our chances for real.
Hey, love it. Give us your score prediction before we let you go.
Score prediction. I would say it's going to be. I mean, I agree with the guy. A couple of callers ahead. Jake Elliott is. I've never been a fan of his. Honestly, I appreciate what he did with us in 2017. That 61-yard kick, dude. I was screaming at the top of my lungs. But I mean, he's struggling right now. I don't think we're gonna kick many extra points. So I'm gonna go with like 30 to 6. Honestly, I don't even think they score a touchdown.
I like it. 30 from 6 from the same guy who said we gotta take him seriously. But that's how you get to 30 and 6. I agree.
Exactly. Pile those points on. Get the D line after DiNucci. Man, we're gonna be Gucci.
Yeah, appreciate that.
Yeah. One more thing. You know, I know a lot about Philly Mike, but I'm gonna sub you too, bro. Like, you know, you seem like a real cool dude. I'm gonna check out your videos too.
Hey, appreciate that, man. You have a great day, dude.
Peace.
Yes, sir. Yes. Bird.
Go ahead. Get that Fly Eagles fly in there real quick.
Fly Eagles fly, go birds, man. You already know, all birds.
Peace.
Love it.
All right. So now real quick, is RW in here? Because I see a name that starts with a Q, Blessing, Lucas, Philly take with RB. You put another one in here. I see Nicholas. I do not see RW, and I wanted to get him because he's a channel member. We're going to try to get BLSG in one more time real quick. He's already been in here, but let's see if his Wi-Fi is better. Go ahead, BLSG.
Hey, RW, just go ahead and hit that link in the comments. You should be able to come in.
All right, guys. So I just switched to my computer. So can you guys hear me okay?
You're good now.
You're fine now. So real quick, give us your instant thoughts. This is your third time on here. We're going to try to keep it funky, but go ahead. Instant thoughts.
All right, first of all, let's just hope this goes smoothly this time. And second of all, I saw in the chat that Takeem Hilton said that I look like Nate Herbig.
He did.
Yeah, I saw that. I'm like, I gave like the laugh emoji in the chat.
I love it.
So,
it's all love at the end of the day.
You want my instant thoughts on the game here?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Your main points.
So my main points for this game, I just want to see like Carson Wentz just like get it together like faster. I mean, he's been that fourth quarter dude. He's been that like fourth quarter beast and leads the NFL quarterback wise in fourth quarter touchdowns. This is his time to really get it going. I want to see him strike. I want him to get it going against this Dallas defense where they don't have Everson Griffin, Dontari Poe. One man we have to look out for, though, is DeMarcus Lawrence, because he will come around and try to shred Carson Wentz, whoever is playing right tackle. Who is that going to be? I have no idea, because Lane Johnson's probably out with an injury. Jack Driscoll's probably out with an injury. So the main question is who's going to be our right tackle?
That's true. Definitely gonna be tough. Hopefully, Lane. Doug did say if Lane wants to play, it's up to him. You know, Lane's a fighter. He'll probably play. Go ahead, RB. You got one question, and then you can tell him to give him us.
What I want to know from you is who's gonna have a breakout game for the Eagles, and I also want to know how much do you hate Cowboys fans?
Oh my gosh, how much do I hate Cowboys fans? Do not get me started. I hate Cowboys fans with a passion.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they compete with us in the division every single year. Mark my words. And they're going to try to compete. I mean, they are Dak Prescott-less. They don't have Dak anymore. They don't have Andy Dalton for a little bit. They have to rely on Ben DiNucci. And I don't know how well Ben DiNucci is going to do against our defense, because our defense is loaded. I don't care if Brandon Graham is old, Fletcher Cox is old, Javon Hargrave we added, and Derek Barnett's getting respect. Listen up, people. Our defense is getting respect in this game, no doubt. Zach Martin is the only starter on the Cowboys lineup, and whoever's going up against Zach Martin is going to crush him whatsoever and get to 100% Ben DiNucci.
Hey, I love it, man. I love the energy. Give us your score prediction. Do the Eagles kick the Cowboys butt this weekend?
Score prediction, I'm going to have to say, I think the Eagles get 30 points in this game. I just think Carson Wentz, he hasn't been getting the respect that he has earned since like 1 or 2 weeks ago, either last week against the Giants or the week before against the Ravens. This is his time to really get respect and show Mike McCarthy that he can be a very good quarterback compared to Ben DiNucci. And that is why my final score prediction is going to be 30-13 Eagles fly. Let's get it.
I love it, man. I love it. Hey, appreciate the energy. We need more of that up on here.
We definitely do.
Sir.
Go.
Oh.
Appreciate you for coming through.
Yeah.
Appreciate you, man.
Peace.
Fellas.
Real quick, shout out to my guy Tyrell Young with the $5 super chat. He said, send the Jets some draft capital for Quinn Williams and Avery Williamson. We traded Ertz this offseason anyway. Hey, listen, I have a Eagles and Cowboys preview that I didn't release today because of this video, because of this live stream. And I said about Avery Williamson, I think we can grab him. The Jets are in a fire sale. I agree 100%. Hey, Tyrell Young, feel free to come through and speak them facts on the camera. But I appreciate you for the $5 super chat, my guy. All right, we still got some people in here. Let's go. What's up?
Yo, can you hear me?
Yeah, but can you do me a favor and turn the YouTube video off?
All right, I got you.
Just so y'all don't hear my echo.
All right, y'all. Is it better now?
Yo.
All right,
No.
No, we can still hear it.
Y'all still hear it? My video is paused. So can y'all hear me now?
We can hear you. We can just hear ourselves as well, like echoing in the back.
Yeah, so what I think you're on the stream, or whatever you're watching the YouTube channel, our YouTube channels, I would just turn the volume down on that or turn that off while you do your talking and then come back in. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Can y'all hear yourself now?
Yo. Very likely. Go ahead. And what is your initial thoughts?
I feel like the Eagles, this game, they have to come off hot, like starting. Because like someone said a few, I don't know how many times ago, they was like, if we let them get a chance and they start rolling, then we may not get a chance to come back like how we have for the past 3 weeks. So I feel like we just got to start going. We got to start hot.
Yep. I agree. Now, what is your main emphasis? How do we win this game? How do we attack the Dallas Cowboys defense?
I feel like yeah, someone said trusting Carson with long balls. Yeah, that too, and then also running. Cause we haven't been running as much, but we have to run a little more. That's what I feel like.
I agree. Yeah. That's a recipe for success. And so, besides Boston Scott, Corey Clement or Jason Huntley, who do you think should get more touches?
I say Corey Clement, in my opinion.
Corey Clement.
There you go.
Also something I feel like people saying players. I feel like this game our linebackers step up more, because the Cowboys know our linebacking our linebackers is not like the worst on our defense, so they're gonna try to attack us. So our linebackers got to step up this game. I feel like.
Yeah, I believe Nathan Gary's on the injury report, and I was kind of laughing to myself because I'm like, what did he do to get injured? And I'm like, oh, he finally made a play.
Yeah.
But hey, man, you got any bold takes or what's your score prediction as well?
I'm going with 34-17.
Eagles, right?
Yeah, Eagles.
There we go.
Eagles all day.
Love it.
Also, I gotta tell y'all this. Y'all not gonna understand how this happened, but my whole family's Cowboys fans, but me. So I have to win this game. Like we have to.
I agree. You got to win just for the general respect, and shout out to you for breaking away.
Thank you.
Appreciate you, man.
All right, you too.
Peace. Real quick, because I got my guy Jim Schwartz mad at me, and because we're going into this game, I can't have him mad at me. Let me ask Shout out to Blessing Mansley. What's going on? What's going on?
Can you hear me?
Yep.
I've been watching y'all for a while. I've been Eagle fan since I was born. Well, not since I was born, but since I came to Philly. I was born overseas. I came here because of war and found home in Philly. And then I fell in love with football. Started playing football. Right now, I play cornerback, safety, and I love Philadelphia football, Philadelphia sports. I watch Philly Mike. I watch all the Philly creators. I watch every single person, and I love their content. The thing about Philadelphia Eagles, I was very excited when I saw that they brought in Trevor Williams over the offseason. I was happy because I've been watching Trevor Williams play for the Chargers now. I really like that how he played during the 2016 season when we won the Super Bowl. But then he got injured, and I was like, not again. And then they let him. They don't really care about him. I was like, I wanted to pay attention to him because I actually like Trevor Williams a lot, and I feel like he could actually be something in the future if we actually look at him, especially the way we sent away Sidney Jones. Now Sidney Jones playing good. Rasul Douglas, we sent him away, and now Rasul Douglas playing good. Like, what's going on? Is it the coaching? You can't find talent? What's going on? And then when we do let people play, then it turns out the talent was right there. What are you doing? The coaching is getting me upset. And I was really big on Trevor Williams. As soon as I saw him, I was excited, but they didn't do anything with him. He started, play one snap or two, and then to put him back on the bench, and then he got injured. The next game, I was like, oh, my goodness. I was upset. And then right now, the thing I'm looking at is when on the line, I'm looking at the D tackles. The D tackles are getting me upset because Hargrave I haven't been seeing him. The only thing I've seen him done is maybe run stuff once in a while. That's it.
Yeah,
I haven't seen him actually impact the game that much.
Yeah, he's definitely been MIA. But real quick, so lifelong Eagles fan, how much do you dislike Dallas?
Oh my goodness, I hate Dallas. All the passion in my heart, all my soul, every day.
I love it.
First thing I think about how Dallas sucks.
I love it. And with that being said, give us your breakout player and score prediction, my guy.
Breakout player. Rieger is a go. I just read an article like a few minutes ago, so I think Rieger gonna be a breakout player because the passion I've seen off the field and the hate, especially I understand the problems of him with the fans because a lot of fans telling him he's a bust. We should have got Justin Jefferson and things like that. And the way he responds is just like one word responses or keep talking or things like that. Now I like that. I like that he don't go on rants or anything like that. And I think that with the passion that he has right now and what I saw the first week, I think he could really do some damage, especially since looking at film, the Cowboys corners, double moves when you go the same move that he did on Ronald Darby in that game, the Cowboys corners can't cover that at all. That's how Terry McLaurin got open. It was nasty. Same thing. What was it? Aguilar did it. The same move. It was disgusting. And Cowboys corners can't cover that. So I think he's going to break our player.
Sounds
on the offense.
good.
On defense. I have a problem with the defense. I think I don't like putting Robbie Coleman on the outside.
He won't be on the outside this time. Avante Maddox is back. He'll be on the outside.
I thought you said that Avante's gonna be on CD in the slot.
Not Avante Maddox was the first one we tried at the outside corner position, so that's where he'll be back when he gets healthy. However, let us know what your score prediction is.
I'm not doing that because the games that we won, I did not make a score prediction, so I'm gonna keep that going, and I'm not gonna make a score prediction for this one. And every time we win, I'm making sure that the games that I'm not gonna make a score prediction because we only win when I don't. Every game that I give a score prediction, we lost.
Hey, I love the superstitious stuff. We're gonna keep that. Thank you for coming in, my guy.
Appreciate it. No problem.
Peace. RW is in the building. What's going on, little man?
What's going on?
What's going on? So, real quick, how much do you dislike Dallas?
I hate Dallas. None of it.
Why? Why do you hate them?
I hate Dallas because they're Dallas.
Hey, that's honestly that's the best reason.
I love it. And you got friends that are Cowboys fans? You got family members?
I have some kids in my class that are Cowboys fans.
Oh man, are you gonna talk smack to them on Monday when we win?
Yeah.
That's what I like to hear, man. Hey, how do we get this done? How do we win this game?
We win by being ourselves, and Doug has to throw it deep. He has to throw it deep. I think Fulgham is going to have a breakout game. Also, I don't know if Deshaun Jackson's in, is he?
No. He's hurt.
And so, yeah. I think we have to run the ball a lot, but we still have to pass it.
Hey, there you go. That's what I'm talking about. And like I said, so anybody in your family Dallas fans or no?
No, but I do have Giants fans in my family.
We don't like them, but just they're still a little bit tolerable, right?
Yeah. Not as bad as Dallas.
I agree. So you got a score prediction, little man?
Yeah, I have a score prediction. 57-0.
Salute to you, my guy.
There we go. And Ben DiNucci's gonna get cooked up, right?
Yeah.
I like it. Hey.
10 sacks and 3 picks and 4 forced fumbles.
Ooh.
Right. There we go.
You sending the whole defense to the Pro Bowl of this performance then.
Hey, appreciate you for calling in, man.
Thank you.
Thanks. Bye.
Peace. That was tough. That one's I'm gonna have to re-record for Twitter. Shout out to my man. He's
I like the energy, man.
Yeah. All right. So again, we got a lot of people in here. We're closing on 2 hours. We're gonna be more quicker with the call, so we get everybody in. Then we're gonna finish it up talking on some stuff. Like I said, give us a call. You're on, Lucas. Lucas.
Hello.
We'll get back at you another time. So let's get in Nicholas. Nicholas, you're on the clock. Your mic is muted, my guy. If you can hear us, some of these people probably took a break. Some of these people been in here for 20 minutes, 10 minutes. So we got to keep it moving. Nicholas took a break. I'm gonna move on. Sports. Isaac, what's going on?
Oh, I'm on the camera. I'm on the thing.
You are on.
You're on and your camera's on. You're not in the camera, but your camera is on.
All right. So first, I'm gonna go on with my initial takes. All we have to do is rush Ben DiNucci because he's a new quarterback. So I believe if we just bring the pressure and more pressure, then it's gonna be a rough day for him because we have probably a top D line in the league right now, and we're third in the league in sacks, one of the most in pressures. So I believe we can do that. And all we got to do as Dallas's defense sucks. It's bad. So all we got to do is, if Jalen Reagor, he's a deep threat. If he's open, I'm not afraid to say you can just throw it down the field to him.
I like it. So, you think Jalen Reagor is gonna have a big game?
I'm telling you, Jalen Reagor and Travis Fulgham, I've been high on them. They can probably emerge as a top duo in the league in a couple years. I believe he's gonna have an amazing game, both of them.
All right. So go ahead, RB, give him a question, and then we'll get to his score prediction.
I like this guy's energy. I want to know, how confident are you in the Philadelphia Eagles coming out here and just dominating the Cowboys, getting to Ben DiNucci, stopping Zeke? I feel like, we talked about Zeke. We've glanced over him. You think Zeke's going to have a breakout game against us? What do you think?
Eagles are known for stopping the run. Everything, despite QBs, but we are probably one of the best in the league at stopping the run. So I gotta give it. We're gonna shut Zeke down, and if we have Darius Slay, Avonte Maddox, I believe is gonna come back strong. He's gonna do good against Gallup, and Darius Slay is gonna shut Amari Cooper down.
I like it. Give us a bold take, whether it's a player, whether it's the team, whatever side of the ball. Give us some crazy bold take. What's gonna happen? Who's gonna break out? Tell me.
I gotta give it to on the offense. I gotta give it to. I think Greg Ward and Jalen Reagor. I gotta give it to them, and then I think I think Carson Wentz is gonna have a good game, and then on the defensive side, I gotta give it to Javon Hargrave. I gotta give it to Avonte Maddox, and I think Josh Sweat's gonna have another big game.
Love it. Love it.
Score prediction?
Man, the Eagles, they disappoint me sometimes, but I gotta be confident. 37-24. 7. It's 37-7.
I love it. I love it. Appreciate you, my guy.
Appreciate it.
All right. Thank you.
Peace. Shout out to real quick, Cairo Perks. He said, how do we call in on both channels that we're live on? Because we're live on 2 channels. So we have a total of 171 people in the chat. When you combine both chats, wherever you are, if you haven't already done it, smash that like button. It's free. Click the link wherever you're watching and join in. Nathan, are you good? Are you good?
Hi.
How you doing?
Good.
So, what's your instant thoughts?
I think the Cowboys, they got a bunch of changes on their D line, so I think they have a better chance. I think they won't give up as much points. So
Say the last part again.
I don't think they're gonna give up as many points because we got some better players on our D line, like Randy Gregory. So I think we'll be able to get a few more sacks.
You're a Cowboys fan. I see. You don't want to reveal your face up in here. I get you. I got you. So, okay.
There he is.
There we go. So how do you just give me, in I guess like 5 words or less, how do you view your Cowboys season right now? How are the Cowboys doing this season? All right, I love it, man. I love it. Hey, it's an open division. You guys think you got a shot at winning this game? How do you feel about Ben DiNucci?
I mean, I didn't really get to see him play, but I think he might do pretty good. I mean, he didn't really play that much, so we didn't really get to show how good he is. So
let me ask you a question, Nathan. Do you know who would come in if then DiNucci goes down? Do you know? Do the Cowboys have anybody else back there?
Apparently, it's Cooper Rush. I think we're bringing him back. So,
all right. Well, shout out to you for knowing that. At least you're keeping up with your team, And look, it is a division game. So let me ask you. Give me your Cowboys breakout player on offense and defense, and then give me your score prediction and let it rock.
I think DeMarcus Lawrence is going to get at least 1 sack, and then I think our offensive player Zeke is going to get 100 rushing yards.
There you go.
And my score prediction is 27-20 Cowboys.
Hey, you gotta stick to your team. I get it. But hey, man, much respect to you for coming up on here representing the Cowboys. We still hate you, but shout out to you, man. And I think we're gonna take this win. And if DiNucci goes out, I would say think about bringing your offensive coordinator in to play quarterback, Kellen Moore.
Oh, yeah, I forgot he actually used to play or back up.
That's true.
That's funny, man. But hey, appreciate the call.
Yeah. See ya.
Peace. All right, now we on to Eagles body bag. I mean, his name pretty much says it itself. Tell us how the Eagles are going to catch a body in this Sunday night game.
Hey, what's going on, Mike, man? Hey, what's going on, RB? Listen, Mike, sorry about yesterday when you had baby girl on there. I thought she was a Cowboys fan, but I saw the star on the right side. I'm like, oh, man, and that's when y'all acknowledge I seen the Eagles, so shout out to her or whatever. Philly Mike, I see all of your podcasts. I like all of them. It's my first time meeting you, RB, so I'm definitely going to subscribe to you. So let me just make it short because we got a game tonight, and that's the Atlanta Falcons and the Carolina Panthers, and I got to make my bets. So let me tell you, man. Doug, man, he's a real big issue, man. I'm gonna tell you right now, we got 4 people on the hot seat, man, and next year is coming real soon. Okay, we got Howard, we got Doug, we got Carson Wentz, and we got Jim Schwartz. And I'm gonna tell you right now, Jim Schwartz is gone. By next year, he will be gone. There's no way about that. If Doug Peterson does not give up the play calling to an offensive coordinator, he will be gone. They're not getting rid of Carson Wentz. I'm sorry. We didn't pay too much money for the man. The man is young. He has potential. I'm not going to, say that he's all bright and stars right now, but there is something wrong because last year he wasn't like this. Even the last year before then, he wasn't like this, but he was hurt. So I could understand that. But I just think there's more to it. I think he gained a lot of weight. And I think it's affecting him, but I think he gained the weight because he didn't want to get hurt. He doesn't want to get hurt no more. He wants to be a Dak Prescott. He wants to be durable. So that's how I look at him on that. But when it comes to his plays, I think he's nervous, man. I think he gets rattled real quickly. And it's not as him as much, but Doug with these play calls, man, it's killing me, man, softly. I mean, I'm in the seat like this because I bet I'm a gambling dude, man. And
Me too.
it's sad that I cannot bet on my own team the right way and feel confident. In the beginning, feel confident, but then when the game starts, it's like, yeah, I'm ready to cash out. So
That's my
it's like,
one rule. That's my one rule. Listen, the other 31 teams, I use my mind. With the Eagles, I bet with my heart, so I stay away from that. It's a good way to lose money.
yeah. So I'm sorry, Doug is on the hot seat, man. 3 games, man. I never saw Carson Wentz do read options on 2-point conversions. Where did we start doing that? I'm being honest, man. You're throwing the games away, Doug, and Doug is getting scared. He is very complacent with these field goals. He loves these 57 long field goals. I don't know what's wrong with him. I really don't. But
He also loves the punt when there's no seconds on the clock.
listen, man. They're getting all these. I've been watching the videos, and I've just been seeing, a lot of Cowboys been coming in here and really, feeling real confident. And I'm gonna tell you right now, man. Listen, Jim Schwartz, man. I'm gonna tell you right now, the linebackers got to win this game. Defensive line, I'm not gonna say that because they're gonna do what they're gonna do. The cornerbacks are gonna do what they're gonna do, but the linebackers is gonna lose this game. Doug is gonna wind up losing this game because of play calling. If we don't shoot ourselves in the foot, we'll be good. We'll be all right. But we got to do something next year, man. He has to give up that offensive play to an offensive coordinator. Nah, he can go. I really don't care. He can fucking go. I really, and I would love to give Stu Staley a chance. I would love to give him a chance. Yeah, why not? He's shit. He's the only one that I say that has a successful place because he's the running back coach. And all he has to do is tell the running back to go do this and go run through that, and they look successful. But when it comes to Doug and his freaking play calling in the pass and all that, just don't look good. I don't like the read options. This is really new, fellas. This is really new. Like Carson Wentz passes on 2-point conversions. I don't care if the play is bad. You give him a chance to throw it, and you give him a chance to run it.
Hey, real quick, you get to be on here for a super chat. Shout out to Jim Schwartz for the $2.99 super chat. He said, "I'm not going anywhere, blood."
I'll put my money on that. You're leaving. You're leaving, buddy. Jim is always on my ass. Leave me alone, Jim. Leave me alone.
Before you go, and hopefully you get this money tonight on this game. Who you got there? Carolina or Atlanta?
I got Carolina. I got one with Carolina. I got one with Carolina with DJ Moore with a touchdown score win. And I got to make another bet for Atlanta. I really don't know. I just like, playing the game. I don't like watching the game and not me being in it. So I'm playing both sides. But I got 2 tickets for Carolina, and I got 1 prize for the Falcons. Score prediction for the Eagles. I just want to win the game. We have to win the game. We win the game, we go to the playoffs. We win this game, we go to the playoffs. I don't care what the Giants do. I don't care what they do because the Cowboys are going to lose their next game. They're going to lose. I don't care. We win this game, we go to the playoffs.
Week 8, and we're stealing our ticket to the playoffs. I appreciate you, my guy.
All right, brother.
Man. Awesome, man.
RB, I got you. I'm definitely subscribing to you. I got you, buddy. All right, man.
Peace. Yeah.
I like that.
Lucas, are you good, Lucas? Nicholas, you good?
Hello.
All right, so now we're down to one person back in the studios. Let me kick them out. I almost kicked out the person who's good. All right, so Carson. I think it's going to be a Cowboys person because it's Carson Wentz as the pitcher and it's Carson Wentz with WINTS. So listen, we'll see how he comes in. Ready?
Hey, real quick, shout out to my guy Derek Lincoln, who's a loyal Cowboy subscriber on my channel. He can actually keep a normal conversation. He says, "Gotta keep it real. My Cowboys are not winning this game. No line on a 3rd-string QB. We are done. Y'all get Rieger and Fulgham coming on. Congrats." Hey, man, appreciate that. Thank you for being real. You can always come up on here too and talk to us if you'd like, man. I don't see much chance for the Cowboys, but shout out to you, bro.
And shout out to Derek. Like I said, I don't know you, but hey, there's a couple Cowboy fans who subscribe to me. As you've seen, a lot of my guys been coming in here, and I'm glad my guys are getting to meet Philly take with RB for the first time. And Derek, listen, I know you feel that way, but I love the rivalry. And at the end of the day, you're gonna feel some type of way if you pull off the Nucci comeback. You know what I mean? But shout out to you for keeping everything in retrospect. You know what I mean?
Shout out to you, Derek. Appreciate you.
Nicholas, are you good? I guess not.
Hello?
Oh, he's in the building. Nicholas, what's going on?
That's
So, what's your initial thoughts on the Dallas week?
my opinion is I'm subscribed to you. I like your channel. I'm a Cowboys fan, but your videos are pretty cool. I like how you keep it honest.
Appreciate you, man.
Appreciate it. So go ahead, give us your breakout players for the Cowboys. And do you think the Cowboys can get the upset? Because you guys are 9.5-point underdogs.
I think we can because all the games the Eagles have played have been pretty close. And I watched some of the Eagles games, and they have yet to put a full fourth quarter game. And the game against the Giants, they had to play comeback football. They were down 10 points with 5 minutes left. So I think we have a chance, but our offensive line, man, they just can't block for more than 2 seconds. It's pretty bad. I heard Zach Martin's coming back, but I don't know how much that's going to help.
Yeah. Hey, I hear you, man. What I want to know from you, from a Cowboys fan perspective, is what part of your team are you most confident with?
If I have to say, I'd say probably receivers, because our receivers, I mean, CeeDee Lamb has dropped some passes, but he's a rookie, and that's what you expect from a rookie. But he's been playing pretty well. Michael Gallup has some pretty clutch catches. And Amari Cooper, he hasn't been playing well, but he has made his presence known at times.
There you go.
Yeah, so with that being said, give us your score prediction in this game that you say that you guys have a chance to win. Nicholas?
I don't know. I don't think he wanted to participate in that part. Nick, you got a score prediction? You might be muted. Not sure.
Now he's muted. You
Go ahead, Cowboys 4-21.
All right, we didn't hear that whole thing. Can you say it again?
I got Cowboys winning 24-21.
24-21.
All right, you got your confident.
I feel like DeMarcus Lawrence and Aldon Smith get to Carson Wentz.
There you go.
All right, we're going to see. Shout out to you for coming through. Appreciate you. Real quick, Lucas. This is you came in a couple times. You are back in here. Just don't hit nothing to the mute button. All right, we're gonna get you in right now. My guy Lucas is coming on. And real quick, shout out to RW again. RW, if you're still in here, you killed it. Your quick interview was great. Perfectly done, my guy. Definitely.
Appreciate you, man.
Go ahead, Lucas. You're on the mic.
All right, what's up?
There you go. That's what I'm talking about.
What's going on?
Nothing much. How about you?
I'm good. I'm ready to kick some Cowboys butt. How about you?
Yes, sir. All right, my key to the game is Doug Peterson. Doug Peterson cannot be going on these fourth downs and then we just give the ball right back to the Cowboys. You know, Doug Peterson has had some skeptical calls this year, and I don't like it at all. You know.
Yeah, I agree. He's been having some bad play calling in certain situations, but big impactful situations where it can either change the game in favor for us or take it away. He has called some bad plays. Who do you got stepping up on the offense and the defense to really seal this game for us?
Offense, I got Jalen Reagor. You know, he'll show the world why we drafted him and what he got on the offensive game, because you know we only saw a sneak peek of him. And on the defensive end, I got Nathan Gary getting a sack on I got Nathan Gary getting a sack. Surprising.
There you go.
That's if he plays, but hey, that's the first time we'll hear some Nathan Gary optimism here. But I like it. You got a bold take, even beyond the Nathan Gary. What'd you say?
last week he got a sack, but beyond that, I got Fletcher Cox. You know, just always reliable.
There you go.
He
And
definitely is.
how much do you hate Cowboys fans?
With a passion. About every person said that with a passion. You know, I got tons of Cowboys fans. They're always saying they're all good, but they're really trash. They can't admit that they're bad. That's the funny thing.
Exactly. And listen, you know, deep down they lost these 2 games to the Cardinals and to Washington in horrible fashion, but they're holding on to some glimmer like, you know what? Maybe. I don't think so. But shout out to you, Lucas. You got a score prediction for us?
I got 38 to 10 Eagles.
Whew,
I love
it. And we'll probably be putting out a post game sportscast on our YouTube channel.
Oh yeah, so yeah, Lucas got a YouTube channel. Let them know where they can find you. What they got to type in the search bar?
The HPL.
The HPL. I'm definitely gonna check that out because I haven't checked you out. So now that I know, I'm gonna check you out, my guy HPL. For those watching, go ahead and check it out. Appreciate you for stopping by.
Appreciate you, man.
Yep, no problem. See ya.
Peace. For those in the chat that are asking how to come in, if you're watching on the Philly Talk podcast, there should be a pinned comment at the top. You click the link, follow the directions, and same with the Philly Take with RB chat. It's a pinned comment. Click it, follow the directions. We about to get my guy Vic 3 channel member in the building. What's going on, Vic 3?
What's good, gentlemen? What's good, RB? What's good, Mike?
What's good? I love it. I love it. Hey, first and foremost, how much do you hate the stinking Cowboys?
Listen, I can't even say that loudly because my lady's upstairs. She's a Cowboys fan. I'm gonna give it to you real fast.
Oh,
yeah. On Valentine's Day, she got me something. It was supposed to be a surprise. It was like he's an Eagles fan, I'm a Cowboys fan. You know, we came together, united, whatever. Man, as soon as I seen it, I said, throw that away. I want to give her Valentine's Day. Throw it away. Get it out there. She's still mad at it right now. That's what I'm trying to say calmly. I know she's probably upstairs. But yeah, I'm not about that.
I hear you. Listen, that's the thing. So you normally, you know, I have a rule. I ask what team you like on the first date. that right there lets me know if it's going to be a second. But guess what? I ain't going to front. See, my wife was from the New York area. She didn't like football, but she would say, you know, she knows about the Giants, right? But it was one rule. If I put this on your finger, you know what I'm saying? She's all egoed out and she watches, and she don't watch the game. She just watches my play-by-plays now. She said it's more entertaining, especially with the way I act. But shout out to you. So give us your take. Who's your offensive breakout player? Who's your defensive player breakout player?
Offense, I'm gonna have to give it to Boston Scott. I think, you know, he's gonna come out hot. I mean, the running game got to do something. We haven't had a running game pretty much all year. A lot of it has to do with Doug, but I mean, a lot of you got to put it on the players. That line has not been what it's supposed to be, what we thought it was going to be this year. On the defensive side, I don't want to say Slay because, you know, Slay's been locking it down all year. But I'm going to say Hargrove, I should say. I think he's going to come up and, you know, he got a little work in last week. He got a taste of it. I think he's going to excel this week. But the one thing I will say, we can't sleep on the Cowboys because it's not what we think it's going to be. It's not going to be a high-scoring game. I'm going to give it maybe 9-14. We played
what?
We played down to our opponent's level.
Hold on, Vic. I know you're my guy. Listen, and I thought you were gonna say low, like 23-17, 9-14.
I'm telling you, we play to our opponent's level. That's something we always end up doing. We always trying to come back in the late third quarter, fourth quarter, and win the game. We're gonna score 2. They're gonna kick it all day. We're not gonna trust our kicker at all.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie. Vic makes a good point though. We do tend to play down to our competition.
Yeah.
I just got a feeling about this one. Ben DiNucci back, taking the snaps. Look, and it's the Dallas Cowboys. Come on, we got to come out here. Carson, what's the Carson Wentz stat line looking like?
I don't even know. But I will say this: with DiNucci starting, I know the defense is hype, but I have a feeling like we're gonna do a little too much. We're gonna blitz too much. Schultz is gonna be flat, and he's gonna run it in. It's gonna be something stupid like that.
He makes a good point. I mean, he's the first one on the opposite side of the spectrum, but I respect it.
No. I wanted
You
to.
know, I'm realistic with my prediction.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I missed the 9-7. Come on.
That I was just gonna get to that. I said at this point, 9 wins will be beautiful because we couldn't be 9-7. We have to be 9-6-1. But I agree, and I've said this earlier in the stream. I know you probably just jumped in. RB can vouch it. We do play down to our competition. Before we got the callers on, I said that. But I believe playing down to the competition is still in the 20 kind of game. Like, I just don't see either of these teams in, because I think if we play down, we're going to underestimate their offense, do some dumb blitzes. He's going to catch us. The Cowboys could put up a 20 piece on us, but I still think it's going to be in the 20s. If we stay in the teens, shout out to you. I'm going to remember 14-9, but I just think a low scoring game for this is 20 because the Cowboys on average allow 36. So it's like, wowzer, you know what I mean? But,
hey, but Vic, we're taking the division, right? Let us know.
Listen, we'll be the only team that could probably tank if we wanted to and still win the division.
Oh man.
So he came out with the score prediction 9-14 Eagles. And yeah, he was a guy who was letting all the Eagle fans in my chat know early in the season we're going to win 9 games. Everybody's like 10, 13, 12, 10. I was a 10-6 guy. Real rough start, but hey, I wish we can get 9 wins now.
Hey, who would have ever thought at the beginning of the year the biggest injury that we would have to overcome would be Dallas Goedert?
Exactly. And that right there shows you the future of Zach Ertz.
Get him out of here. I've been telling you, get him out. Should have did it.
You have. You've been on that train for a minute. So shout out to you, my guy. Appreciate it. And he's one of my Philly Talk Nation guys. And listen, I don't know if we can do this before the game, but immediately after the game, I want to get the Philly Talk Nation subscribers for a legit 1-hour live stream. Get on there and get it popping.
All right.
Hey,
appreciate you, my guy.
Appreciate you, man.
All right, have a good one. Enjoy the game, everybody.
Yep.
Exactly. I'm about to put it on the TV right here.
Yep.
Here we go. Here we go. Let's go. Zay, the Eagles fan in the building. Zay, you're on. You got your mic muted.
Yo.
What's going on, bro?
So,
Yo, that.
all right. So, for me, I think the Eagles are about to win 35-14.
Wow, 35-14?
Yeah.
I like it.
Hey, what's your main key? How did the Eagles approach this? How do we win this game? Let us know.
Probably by running the ball.
That's true. That's the best way to do it. We just saw Washington do it, right?
Yeah.
And so, give us your breakout players on offense and defense.
Probably Fletcher Cox and I don't know how to say his name, but it's number 13.
Just say TF13. That's his new nickname.
All right, TF13.
Tell all your friends. We starting that. Tell them you got it from the Philly Talk podcast.
Love it. Love it. Hey, what's your final score prediction? We're taking this dub this weekend?
Yeah.
He did. He said he came in early with a 35-14, right?
Yeah.
There we go. I love it. I love it.
Appreciate it. You got any how do you feel about Dallas? How much do you dislike Dallas?
10 out of 10.
There you go.
I love it.
10 out of 10. Appreciate you for coming through. Zay, the Eagle fan. You kept it real. You kept it popping. I appreciate it.
I am out.
Hey, have a good one.
Peace. What's going on? You're on the clock, Ishmael.
Hey, how's it going, y'all? First of all, thanks for doing this. This is my first time actually doing a camera chat. Anyways, I think Maddox has been doing pretty good. He played last week a little bit. I think I want to say Maddox will probably get a pick. I think I have a few things here. Zeke will have a few good runs. He'll probably have a touchdown. Barnett, I feel like we'll have a sack. BG, a sack. If Slay can shut down Coop. Richard Rodgers, I think, may have a touchdown. And if Carson can just just take it easy and just like make the plays. I think we can. I'm pretty sure we could get the win. I think but yeah, sorry.
Nah. It's cool.
I
Listen,
like it. I like it.
you came in with the facts. I like it. So you said a couple people are getting sacks. Overall, how many sacks do you think the Eagles can tally up in this game?
I think it would be about 2 or 3. That's what I'm saying. Barnett, BG. I heard somebody say Josh Sweat. I forgot about Josh Sweat, but I know he's been doing some work. But yeah, I think about 2 or 3 sacks. I think the Philly D can bring.
I love it. On the offensive side of the ball, who you looking to have a big game?
I really think Travis Fulgham will have a real good game. I know Rager's coming back, of course. I think he'll have a few good touches, but I think you just can't forget about Fulgham. I think we'll show Rager a few touches at the beginning, like we did with Jackson, and then from there, Carson will spread the ball around because he did. I feel like he did throw the ball to Jackson a good amount of times at the beginning, just a little much him, but you had to get him some points since he's been back and hurt for a good couple weeks. So, but yeah, I think Travis Fulgham will have at least a touchdown, and yeah.
I like it. I like it.
But ask him about the score.
Yeah. So, what's your final score prediction? What do you think? We pull this one out?
Oh, yeah, for sure. I think 27-19 Eagles. I think we come out with the dub, of course. Like I said, I think Zeke will have a few good, but I don't think we're.
Yeah. Any fumbles? Any fumbles for Zeke?
Man, I want to say one. I'm hoping for one, and a turnover, but
yeah.
I think Maddox will get a pick 6. So six, but
I like it.
I'm a little high on Maddox because I don't know. I'm just going for the little guy. I know I feel like he's got to do double the work since his legs are shorter. He's not as tall. And I think to me, anything he does, it's he's got to double work sometimes.
Extra, yeah. He has to put that extra work in, and that's why he's grinding. He's out there grinding. I appreciate you for coming through, my guy. 100%.
Shout out to you, man.
Have a good night. Fly Eagles fly all the way from Kyle, Texas. Let's go.
There we go.
All right, we got our guy Al Kabir, the analyst, and he's coming to analyze what the Eagles gotta do in this game. Let's go. What's your initial thoughts?
What you say?
What's your initial thoughts, my guy, on Dallas week?
We should win. It should be about 35-17, man. We got to score at least 35 points. One thing I could say, the Eagles, we do good. We make third-string quarterbacks look like third-string quarterbacks and second-string. You seen what we did against the 49ers. Like, they ain't had a starting quarterback. We took advantage of that. I believe we get to the quarterback. I hope Wentz go a game without giving up a turnover. No lost fumbles, no picks. John Hightower should have a great game. I think John Hightower will go over 100 yards and a touchdown. He had no 50-yard bombs. He might go off this game.
I like it. Go ahead, RB. Ask him.
Hey, I was just gonna say, do you have any bold predictions? Any bold takes? Couple turnovers, couple interceptions. What you thinking?
Yeah, we definitely getting a turnover. If it's a sack fumble, if it is a pick, I believe Big Play Slay finally gets a pick. I think he's going to go ahead and get a pick. Malik Jackson, I believe, gets actually a sack fumble. Probably Darren Burnett or somebody recover it. But, yeah, we definitely going to get some turnovers this game.
There you go. I like it.
So, again, I agree with you with the turnovers because that's the thing. You get a fumble inside the 20, a pick inside of 20 from our quarterback that could really bring life into Dallas, get them hyped up. So we got to minimize that. On the defense side of the ball, do you think how am I say this? Who do you think we should try to focus on more when it comes to big play Slay locking up one of them 3 receivers? You think he should play Coop, Gallup, or CD Lamb? Who would, if you had to pick for him to spy or shadow, who would you take?
Oh no, you gotta put him on Amari Cooper. You have to, because to be honest, he always have a big game against us for whatever reason he does. So you gotta put him on Amari Cooper. We just gotta hope Nikel Roby-Coleman do his thing against CD Lamb, and I don't know, man. Those guys are burners, but to be honest, I don't think they quarterback gonna have enough time to actually give them the ball like that. To be honest, that our front four is elite. To be honest, I don't think he's gonna have enough time. The only thing that probably gets us is the wide receiver reverses and things like that. I hope that don't. I really hope that don't kill us. I really don't.
Exactly. So far, the receivers are more scary in the run game than the runner backs that we've been facing.
And we still got to watch out for Zeke. Zeke always get us too.
Yeah.
I can't.
And eventually the Cowboys are going to really transition into just feeding Zeke and letting him take over the game and then just being a game manager at the quarterback position. Just hopefully not this game. So give us your score prediction, my guy.
Yeah, once again, 35-17. I would not put my money on that because the Eagles might win by 2 or 3 points and just have me on the edge of my seat. But hopefully we 35-17. Carson Wentz have a 4-touchdown day.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Boston Scott get a touchdown. I believe Boston Scott gonna have a big game too.
Yep. Hey, I love it. And how much do you hate Cowboys fans?
Like the kid said, 10 out of 10, man. I join their misery right now.
Exactly. And real quick, shout out to Al Kabir, the analyst. He definitely has a YouTube channel. He does Eagles content, and he also breaks down teams throughout the NFL. So if something goes down, AB gets signed to the Bucks, he's reporting on it. If Cam gets benched, he's reporting on it. If Josh Allen eventually comes back to MVP because he was talking highly of him, who Josh Allen's starting to disappear, he will report on it. So definitely check his channel out.
Yeah, thank you, man. Thank you.
No problem, my guy. Appreciate you for stopping by.
Appreciate you.
All right, so we at 2 hours and 26 minutes. We're going to take a couple more on because now I'm already a person who can stutter, and I'm starting to really develop a stutter because I haven't drank water in the 3 hours. I'm dying of thirst. I should have brought a water bottle upstairs with me, my guy. I know. This hurts. We're going to bring Cairo in. Cairo. He just dipped out on us. So we got here it goes. His name is Big Ben DiNucci. So we'll see where he comes from. Big Ben DiNucci, what's going on?
Hello.
Ben DiNucci, how you doing?
I'm good.
You game planning for the game?
Yeah, we gonna beat your birds.
And what in your right mind makes you think that?
Cause I am Big Ben DiNucci.
So what is your stat line gonna look like?
1 million to nothing.
Woo! 1 million. So how many touchdowns you gonna throw? Divide 1 million by 7. How many touchdowns you gonna throw?
I'll break all the records.
All right,
and lead our Cowboys to victory.
All right.
Let me ask you. So do you actually believe that? Is that like like you fully believe that?
I am Big Ben DiNucci.
All right.
I appreciate you for coming through, my guy. He just dipped. Hey, shout out to everybody. Oh man. My God. That was possibly a great way to end it. We finally got nobody in here. I know a lot of people probably just gave up because there was one time that we had multiple people. We had 10 people in here and it was banging like 100 times. 2 hours and 28 minutes.
It's been a lot of fun, but hey, I know there's one more Eagle fan out there waiting to get the burning passion off their chest. So while we're giving our final takes, come on, we need one more Eagles caller. Someone's got to bring the fire to end it off, you know?
Well, we just got 2 more callers. We got one that's a Cowboys fan and one that's an Eagles fan. So like I said, we're going to give our final takes. We're going to listen to the last callers, say peace, peace, and that's it. So if you want to get in here, You know what I mean? Show enough 215. Where you at, my guy? Come through. Show enough. You always giving that fire in the chat. You've been with me for a long time. We the boys just dipped out of here because I guess not the boys no more. But Peyton Griffin, what's going on? Peyton. PG. Playoff P. I'm just right, so he dipped out. We the boys is back. What's going on, we the boys?
Yo, what's up, guys?
What's going on? So, how long have you been an Eagles fan?
Wait, what'd you say, my bad?
dipped out. We the boys is back.
Yeah,
What's
yeah.
going on, we the
Dallas
boys?
Dallas all day,
Yo,
baby.
what's up, guys? Now, can you turn the YouTube video off in the background? He just dipped out. All right, so we got an Eagle fan on who's actually has a YouTube channel, and he's been away from YouTube for about a long time, but he's finally back doing videos. Shout out to my guy Birdman951. What's going on with you, my guy?
What up? What up? All the way from the West Coast. What are you doing? What you guys doing, man?
Hey, we chilling. We trying to figure out what these Eagle fans throughout the world think about this Dallas versus Eagles Sunday night primetime matchup. What's your take, my guy?
We're gonna get that. Before I give you my take, I just want to give a big shout out to you guys for backing up our birds and doing the work that you guys do, because you guys know how tough it is being an Eagles fan. And me being on the West Coast, I get it constantly. Cowboys, Raiders, all around me, but I always back my birds to the fullest, just like you guys, because I represent guys just like you.
Love it, man. Hey, how great is the Eagles fan base?
Dude, it's awesome, dude. Like the more I started becoming a fan with these Eagles, with the Eagles Nation, and becoming friends like from the guys from the East Coast. Like I'm good friends with like Fourth and John and all them, and it's just growing, dude. Like we got Eagle bars out here, so when you guys do come out, please go visit the Rabbit Hole in San Diego and go check the Jew making out there, dude. He is hardcore. It's a Eagles bar. We're gonna be down there this Sunday to go beat those Cowboys like we know we're gonna do, and it's just gonna be a great time. So you guys, if you ever come down here, it's just gonna be on, dude. It's just another place to go. And I mean, we're everywhere, man. The Arizona, we got Desert Bar. I mean, we're everywhere. Hawaii, we're just the fan base is just awesome, bro. And you guys are just a part of it, man. I talk about you guys constantly, and you deserve the higher you guys grow, you guys deserve it, man.
Hey, appreciate that a lot, man.
So here on this game, look, Doug Peterson, he keeps like, I don't know, second guessing himself. I don't know what he's doing, dude. Our opening drive against the Giants, it looked nice and smooth. Like, continue it. Don't go away from it. Don't shy away, and don't be like, hey, let's give the Giants the upper hand here, and we'll play from behind. It's like, what are we doing? Like, that game should never have been that close. Never. I don't even know what that was. It's like we seem to go away from something that we can be finesse about. So we need to just stop it and play some Eagle football. Don't wait till the fourth quarter. Let's just get some four-quarter football here and stop putting the fans at distress. Like, do we really have to be stressed every minute of the game? Can we just have some nice plays and just keep it going? Like, what's up with Doug? Like, Doug Peterson is really making me afraid sometimes because his rationale is just it's scary at times. Like, do you need to do the 2-point? Did you need that? Did you need to run that play? Like, there's no trickery, dude. Like, I'm almost at the point where like Jordan Mailata he's the biggest dude in the NFL. And I would rather have him be the running back for that play that we need that point, because I'm sure that he'll run over those people, at least 3 guys. But the fact that we're like, dude, just be confident, dude. Like, Doug Peterson, you won the Super Bowl, remember? Big balls, Doug. Where is that guy? Don't be the scary balls, Doug. We're not used to this, dude. Eagle fans are like this. We pump our chest out. Don't be scared. Let's get the bull by the horns and let's roll. like this game, don't play down to the Cowboys level. We are better. We are better, even with all those injuries. We are a better team because of our heart and our fight.
That's
That's
fact. That's
just
fact.
facts.
Yep.
So with that being said, what's your score prediction? Do you think we take it by the do we blow them out, or is it a close game?
I got a 26-14, and that last touchdown is just the garbage time. So we have control. It's gonna be a little rough start figuring out Ben DiNucci Italian restaurant. Once that is over with, dude, we're gonna take over the game, man. Zeke, Zeke likes to show up against the Eagles. So listen to me, Eagle players. Don't go low, go high. You know he's gonna hurdle. Don't give him another damn highlight. Just take him out. Like if he's gonna jump on Slade, just jump up, dude. Don't go low and give him another highlight reel. I'm sick and tired of that.
Yep.
Thanks.
Hey, I love it, man. I love it.
So, like I said, man, we got this game. Eagles. We're gonna do some bonehead play, but I just want to enjoy this game and I don't want to be like, what the hell's going on? Like I'm confident. We're back in business. No more screwing around. Let's win this division. I don't care if it's 7 or 8 wins, and let's get this young squad going. The only thing that worries me about this game is I'm not comfortable with Alada going to the right. That scares me a lot because I think his confidence level is high, and if he blows it on the right, I think it's gonna trickle down.
Yeah.
It's gonna affect Carson Wentz, and that's the one thing that I'm really scared about. Besides that, but I still feel we can still pull out with the win.
I agree. We don't want to have an Andre Dillard second coming, not because again we moved him to the right, destroyed his confidence, and bada bang, bada boom. But shout out to you, my guy, for coming through. Keep up the Eagles content. Go sub him up, Eagle Nation Birdman 951. Definitely check him out. He drops videos, post, and pregame too. Appreciate you for stopping by.
Let's get it.
Shout out to you, man.
Peyton, are you there this time? Peyton, are you there this time?
Yo, yeah, I'm here. How y'all been doing this fine evening?
We've been hanging in there for 2 hours and 37 minutes hanging in there.
I got you, bro. The first thing I want to really talk about is this defense, to be honest. His defense isn't really going to make up against the Cowboys. This offense, though, the Cowboys' defense is horrible. It's been horrible for the last 3 weeks. So, before I'm going to say the score prediction, I'm going to say in overtime, we win 30-27.
In
30 for the new Cowboys?
Yo.
Yeah, man.
Okay, 30-27 in overtime. How do we score this overtime field goal? Who drive? Give us like the Carson Wentz hits who to get in field goal range.
Carson Wentz to Carson Wentz with. I don't really know at all.
Say at the end of the day, Carson Wentz don't need no superstar. He'll throw it. So Jason Kroom scored a touchdown with Carson Wentz. That's all that matters. So I'll take it. Hey, if we have an overtime performance with the Dallas Cowboys, for those who don't know, I do play-by-plays. Come through, watch my play-by-play, but I will be going off. That's all I can say. If we're in overtime with the Dallas Cowboys and Ben DiNucci is licking his fingers like, I'll be mad.
Oh man.
Before I go, if we make it to the playoffs, we're Doug Peterson has had playoff experience. He's won against the greatest player of all time.
Fact.
And if you make it to the playoffs and you have experience, We haven't made it to the playoffs yet. We tied with the freaking Bengals.
I know that's a little that's holding you back from like thinking that we could do good this week. But hey, we're on the upper trajectory because we're getting healthy. We're making things happen. At least you got us winning this game. Shout out to you.
Yeah, man. See you on the next stream. Peace out.
Appreciate you. What is going on, my guy?
Yo, what's good, people?
What's going
What's
on?
good?
What's
Hey, nah. Okay, so my first take is this: Jalen Hurts. He needs to stop playing. I think that it's hurting Carson Wentz like consistency on the field. Every time they bring him out there for a gadget play, it don't go nowhere. So I just don't see the point. I don't see the point in bringing him in. I'm done with that idea or what they're trying to do there. My other thing is we gonna kill the Cowboys. Like Wentz is gonna put it to rest that Dak is just he's not as good as him. Even though he's not playing, it doesn't matter because we saw 2017 what he did, and he's just starting to come back into form. I'm starting to see it already. It has a lot to do with the offensive line, finding that consistency on that. And I would say, I'm gonna say the score will be, let's say 27-7. I give them a touchdown just because of Ezekiel Elliott. That's about it.
Hey, I like it. Again, it's something. Look, this is like a lose-lose to Carson Wentz because, look, if we lose this game, the critics are going to crush Carson Wentz. The critics, I'm
He's
saying.
not losing this game. He's not.
Correct. Let's say we're not losing it, but when we win this game, the people are not going to give him his due. He can throw for 300 yards, 4 touchdowns. They're going to say it's because it's the stinking Cowboys. So,
That's a fact.
This one was lose for Carson's, but he got to keep his mind right. And again, there's no way this team beats us unless we give them life, like a fumble in the red zone, a couple turnovers. You give them a quick 10 points.
And one more thing I wanted to get at is Carson Wentz is a different type of quarterback. I'm tired of y'all of people putting him in a box that he's Peyton Manning or that's not his game. It's just not. He's the guy that's gonna try to create. And
Big
sometimes that comes with a lot of, turnovers. And that's just part of it. Because at the end of the day, he gets the job done. That's all I care about.
Correct.
Get the dub. You get the dub. I don't care about the rest. Or at least if you show me heart. You know what I'm saying? You show me on the field. You put your all out there. I'm with that.
Hey, I agree 100%. If there's one thing you see from Carson is he's never going to stop grinding. He's a grinder. What's your take on that? What he just said about Carson Wentz's game, RB?
I completely agree. At the end of the day, Carson has showed me heart. Even in a pitiful division, he comes out here and gets it done at the end of the game. I want to ask you, though, do you think the Jalen Hurts pick was a complete waste of a pick?
I would say so because we could have got a corner, a linebacker. Patrick Queen was there in the second round still, you know what I'm saying? I feel like we could have got him. I just feel like we miss out on a lot of our picks. Remember the year? I mean, yes, we got Brendan Graham, but we had a chance to get Earl Thomas, and we didn't get him that year. What other year was it? I think it was last year we had a chance to get Metcalf, and we didn't get him. It was like I just don't understand.
Yeah, that was rough.
They're thinking there. You know what I'm saying? I feel like sometimes even us, we could come up with better ideas for this team than the GM himself, which is ridiculous.
Yep.
That is true. Hey, shout out to you. So you said it was 27-7 or 26-7?
27-7. Just I feel like the defense finna show out. Oh, another thing. Davion Taylor, I think it's time to give him, let him go in there and see what he can do.
He played some more snaps last week. So not last week. He played some more snaps against the Ravens. I like how he chased down Lamar Jackson.
Speed, man, speed. I'm talking about that guy got burners for real.
There we go.
Facts.
But all right, man, y'all be good, man. Appreciate y'all. Y'all be safe.
Appreciate you for coming through, my guy.
No problem.
Peace. So we do got one more waiting in the back. Let's Go Birds is back for a second time. Let's get him in real quick. And he said, yo, that like the call in idea. I'm stealing it. Yo, copyrights, my guy. Copyrights, my guy. Copyrights, my guy. Say, nah, you Battlebird podcast approved. Battlebirds podcast approved. Appreciate you for coming through. But yeah, we've been going on for 2 hours and 44 minutes. I'm about to die. But I'm going to get my guy, Let's Go Birds HD, on one more time. He is back in the building. What's going on, little man?
What's up? So I just wanted to say one more thing before I leave. You guys are so inspirational. Like, y'all inspired me to start my own YouTube channel. So, and also, I think y'all are so high on Quez Watkins. He's trash. He's got horrible route running, I just have to say it. I don't think he's that good.
Well, let me just say this. I appreciate you. That was a bold take. Here's the thing. A guy in his thing, with him being on IR for the first 3 weeks of the season, the fact that John Hightower came in and played his role, we getting guys back. He's going to be a wait and see developer. I don't see him coming out and doing much this year. He might get a shot in certain situations. He definitely got the potential, though. He got that long, lanky, go up and get contested catches. And again, he's a 6th round pick. He was one of our last picks, but I'm gonna hold you to it, my guy.
Yeah, John Hightower is the steal of this draft for sure. Like I said in my video, the next Julio Jones.
The next Julio Jones. I like it. I like it.
Hey, there we go, man. Appreciate you, man. Hey, you got any no second thoughts, right, about the Eagles winning this game, right?
Oh no, of course not.
There you go. There you go. But yeah, so I love it. I love it. Appreciate you for stopping back, my guy.
Shout out to you. Hey, let them know where they can find you too.
It's Let's Go Birds HD. Check me out on YouTube. And subscribe to these two guys too.
Hey, shout out to you, man. Appreciate the call again. Peace.
Peace. Yeah, so for those Robert, in both streams, so we're live on 2 streams. We're live on the Philly Talk podcast, my channel, and we're live on RB Philly Take with RB. At the top of the chat, there is a pinned comment. We just got 3 people in here real quick. My wife is gonna kill me right now. She asked me how long I was done, an hour ago. We're gonna get these calls in. Let's go to Go Cowboys real quick. Oh, he just disconnected his thing. Oh, he's back. Go Cowboys. You're in the building. No, he's not.
just like a casual Cowboys disappears in the big moments.
Do I,
yo.
Real quick, before you talk, man, I need you to change your YouTube picture. It's like, now listen though, look. Go ahead and give us your count. We got to hear from the enemy as well. So go ahead. Let's keep it funky. You could talk your talk. Go ahead and what's your instant thoughts on Eagles and Cowboys week coming from enemy standard territory?
Well, y'all going to win 17-24.
We going to win?
Yeah, 17-24. It's Ben DiNucci. Y'all got it. You know what I'm saying? It's not Dak. If it was Dak, it's another story. But, we can't do nothing about that. But then again, if we get Zeke going, it's over with. You know what I'm saying? Maybe we got a shot at beating y'all. Shit.
I hear you. So what's your score prediction if you don't get Zeke going?
Shit, 17-24. That's if we get. I don't know.
Yeah, I meant to say the other way. So I meant to say, my bad. Again, 3 hours in almost. I meant to say if Zeke gets going and you do win, what kind of score would you give yourself?
I don't know. Look, but all I know is if we could get them going too. Look, y'all got smashed. I mean, y'all got worked by Chase Claypool, 2nd round rookie. If we can get Coop, we know they're gonna get open. It's all about Ben DiNucci. If he could get it, shit, we got it. You know what I'm saying? We can score a touchdown. We can score. That offense can score. It's just that old line, But Zach Martin and a Fletcher Cox, that's gonna be a good matchup. And Looney, I think we get him back too. So shoot, we could double team him, and I would say put Schultz to chip, whoever's coming off the end for y'all.
Hey, you're gonna have hopefully that's on.
But I mean, look, y'all ain't gonna smash us though. You know what I'm saying? Like Y'all, yeah, I see all these Eagle fans talking about y'all gonna smash us. Man, where do y'all get that from, bro?
Hold on,
Like,
hold on,
what?
hold on, hold on.
Who have y'all be? Come
We
on,
gotta
look,
get
y'all,
that from
y'all.
your
Let
track
me ask you.
record of
Go ahead.
34 points a game. That's kind of where we get it from.
Okay, okay, okay. But look, check it out. Y'all only beat the Giants by 1 point. Come on.
Right.
And then who else did y'all beat? Y'all beat a third string QB by 5 points.
All
What
right,
is that? Y'all
let me
impressed by that, bro?
let me ask
Like
you
y'all
this
got so
question
much
though.
confidence in Wentz?
Let me ask you this question. So look, Dallas is finally playing with a hurt all offensive line. I'll give you quarterback as an important position. I'll give that to you. But you're kind of feeling what the Eagles have been feeling. Now remember, Dak's shoulder was banged up. Yes, it was. But the week after that, he threw for 350, 5 touchdowns against the Washington Redskins at the time. So 1 week before his shoulder was turned so bad, Carson Wentz with one practice squad on the left, one practice squad on the right, one practice squad behind them, and 2 missing offensive linemen beat you guys 17-9. So I'm going to start there, and then let's flip it over to this. You guys went to FedEx Field and put up 3. So, I mean, you can't be feeling confident dropping 3 on the Washington footballers. Look, if Zeke
Hey,
gets
Washington has a better D line than y'all, bro.
we have more sacks than them though this year.
Yeah, but y'all are okay, but y'all allow the most sacks in the NFL. Like
Let's
as of
not,
now.
That has nothing to do with our D line. What I'm
let's
saying
not
is,
forget you also pretty much put up 3 against the Arizona Cardinals too. Prime
Yeah,
time
but y'all
football.
can't be. It's a team. You know what I'm saying? It's a team. So I'm not confident in Wentz. Shoot, I don't.
Well, I'm more
Shoot.
confident in him than Ben DiNucci, but that's just me.
Okay. Yeah, I give you that, and that's why I got y'all winning the game.
Hey,
You know,
respect,
so
respect.
yeah.
I respect you. Listen. Shout out to you for coming on. So if you guys do win, what is your score prediction if you do win? That's what I wanted trying to get to. Close game that you guys win by like a field goal or something like that.
Close game because we could make it a close game. You know, it's probably going to be a close game, but the only thing that's is Ben DiNucci. He's not going to be able to make the big time throws. You know, unless you fling one to Gallup, because Gallup's that playmaker. He makes them. You know them.
He's your
When
deep ball.
all
Yeah, he's your deep threat.
he can get one. Yeah, he's a deep threat. But you know, like I said, Claypool worked y'all. Slay got some. All of y'all, you know, all your DBs got work. So I know.
Who's worked the Cowboys?
All wide receiver trio, man, they about to work y'all, bro. You know what I'm saying? So
Oh,
look, I got y'all winning the game, but at the same time, you know, like, hey, we got a shot. Y'all over here confident, like y'all just gonna smash us. I hit you talking about 40 and shit. Like, nah, come on, bro. That's goofy. But look, shout out to Nate Gary though. You know what I'm saying?
Nate Gary.
It's cool. Hey, Nate Gary's actually probably playing linebacker a little bit better than Jalen Smith.
Nah. Hey, check
best
the top.
defender on
Hey,
down.
that might be true because you know why? Because he's always giving up that big play, but he'll be right there to tackle him, but he'll give up that big play.
Hey, shout out to you for coming through, though. I appreciate you. Do me a favor. Look, if you guys beat us, I would change my YouTube default picture to a cowboy thing for one whole day. That's all I can do. But you got to change your picture if we win. Deal?
All right, I got you. But hey, look, at the end, you know, y'all probably gonna make the playoffs. Y'all probably gonna win the division, you know, by default. But at the end of the you know, it's gonna be y'all just gonna have a later pick, bro. You know, we gonna be up there in the top 10 probably. Y'all probably gonna be somewhere low 17.
So you think you're gonna pick
And
a
then
quarterback?
on top of that, y'all gonna be 60 mil over the cap. So I mean, y'all crazy, bro. Y'all out of there.
Wait, I just have one question for you. Is it still Jason Garrett's fault?
Hey,
I'm just asking.
Dak's down, bro. You see what Dak was doing without his. You see what Dak was doing with that same O line. His tackles were out, bro. He was shining out there. Matter of fact, I think he still has more passing yards than Carson Wentz right now.
I'm more so alluding to the fact, like, do you believe Mike McCarthy is like still the future of the Cowboys?
Hell nah.
All right, we're gonna end it with that. Appreciate you for coming through, my guy.
All right.
Peace. All right, that was fun. That was the first, argumentative Cowboy. But hey, he didn't get crazy. He was just trying to defend his team. I understand. What's going on, Rob?
All right. Hey, how's it going? What's up, man? How you doing, fam? Good to see you, man.
It was good.
First off, I want to start off with this. Look, listen. I grew up in Southern New Jersey, and big time Eagles sports fan. Been a fan since the days of Andre Waters, Reggie White. So I'm telling my age a little bit. But let me get back to the dude who just got off the phone.
Yeah,
And
I was just gonna say sorry you had to listen to that.
yeah, no, because I live in Texas. So let me tell you, there's a whole lot of us out here, a whole lot of us, a whole lot of green out here. And that
Love
is
it.
blasphemous where he's speaking. And what can go wrong will go wrong for the Dallas
I
Cowboys.
love that saying.
Listen, Zeke, he isn't confident right now. All right. It's proof that Dak needs to get paid right now. And I'm an Eagles fan.
That's true.
He's proven his worth. And even though their line is hurt, he's proven that he made Zeke look better because he's a running threat and a passing threat, although not that accurate. And I'll tell you something else. Carson Wentz has been playing confident these last few weeks and has been playing a lot better. So that tells me maybe he had an injury. I don't know. But I will say this much. It'll be 31-10. It'll be cold. And Dallas, do not go into North Philly because you might get robbed.
Simple, sweet, and easy, and I love it. And I love how you in enemy's territory, just holding it down, getting to see how they talk. You know what I mean? And
yeah, I got my, I had to put it on because I had a regular hat on, but boy, before we started talking noise, so I had to let him know. Listen, I got a VHS tape that I like to use when I throw it away. Of when the Cowboys last won. I'll be 38 in a few months. You know how old I was when the Cowboys last won?
Young.
I was 11 going on 12. Puberty was just happening.
Exactly.
And they shouldn't have won because Neil O'Donnell got paid off. So I'm not going to go there. But
yeah.
I'm on the channel talking crazy. We got to clean them up, baby.
Hey, shout out to you, man.
Yeah. Hey, but y'all be safe, man. God bless y'all. 31-10 birds.
You too. Appreciate you, man. I love it.
Absolutely.
Peace. Yo, you're on the mic. Reno Baez. I'm horrible.
Yeah, what's up?
What's up? So who you rocking with? Eagles, Cowboys?
Eagles for life.
Love it. So quickly, give us your offensive player, defensive breakout player for this game.
Defensive player, I honestly feel like BG is gonna show up. He's gonna go for probably 3 sacks. I just have a gut feeling. And for offense, I feel like I have a deep feeling inside me that John Hightower is gonna get a touchdown, but like a deep throw. And I feel like Travis Scott's gonna show up a lot.
I like it.
Yeah. And I also wanted to say real quick, I'm a big fan of both of you, and I just wanted to tell I wanted to ask RB what he thinks about my starting 5 for the 76ers.
Yeah, let's hear it.
All right.
Let's hear it.
For point guard, I was thinking center, Joel Embiid. Power forward, you can put Tobias Harris there because he's a floor spacer, and I feel like he'd be good next to Joel Embiid. And for small forward, I'd put Matisse. And for shooting guard, I'd want Buddy Hield there, and then I guess whoever you want at point guard.
Hey.
Josh Richardson. I feel like you could. I want Spencer Dinwiddie though.
What about Ben Simmons?
Ben Simmons. Oh, my bad. I forgot about Simmons. No, I mean, put Simmons at either power forward or point guard. But if you want to put him at power forward, or then trade Harris for Spencer Dinwiddie.
Hey,
how did you forget a future? How did you forget a future MVP of the league?
Mm-hmm.
And legit, I feel like Simmons is gonna start shooting this year.
Hey, I think he is. He's gonna be special, man. Sixers are gonna be good. They're doing all the right things, pushing the right buttons. We're gonna cover a lot of Sixers content, so I'm excited, man.
Facts. Yeah, me and RB definitely gonna be doing one of these streams for the Sixers, especially with all this new hype around them.
Yep.
Yeah, man.
Next
They're
week,
doing everything right now.
Yep. I love it, man. Appreciate the input.
Yeah. Well, once again, thanks a lot. You guys are really inspirational. You guys are doing. You guys really help me when I'm bored in the house, and especially with coronavirus and everything that was happening. You guys really help when well, there was a time when my mom, she got sick, and well, you couldn't really do much, and she went to the hospital. So yeah, you guys really helped in the sense of keeping me occupied, and I really appreciate it.
Shout out to you. Shout out to you. Appreciate you. Got an Eagle score prediction real quick before you go off?
Yeah. 40-9. I feel like all they're gonna get is field goals.
Love it.
Hey,
All right.
love it, man. Appreciate you.
Appreciate it.
God bless.
Peace.
Yeah.
All right. Asia Robinson in the building. What's going on, Asia? Hello? I think a little technical difficulty. Yo. I think you're gonna have to come back out and come back in, Asia.
You can see her, just can't hear you.
If you want to come back out and come back in, I'm gonna. All right. Let's get back once again. RW in the building. What's going on?
What's going on, man?
Hey, so I have a question for both of you. Is it okay if I ask you?
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so first, for Philly Take with RB, what do you think our record will be this year?
For football?
Mm-hmm.
Well, my original prediction of 10-6, 11-5 was way off. So
yeah,
I'm gonna say that we finish. I'm gonna say we finish 7-8-1.
Stole mine.
Yeah, that's a good prediction.
Hey, I'm trying to be optimistic. I could go 5 wins, but I'm gonna go 7. I'm gonna go 7.
And for you, Philly Mike, so what do you think the Eagles' game plan coming into this game should be? Running the ball, passing the ball, aggressive, or should we be a little conservative and be kind of like in the middle?
Right now our strength is the pass game. Carson Wentz and these guys are balling out, but you really got to run the ball against Dallas. They're bad against both, but they're extremely bad against the run. They're letting people run up the middle untouched. So even though Boston Scott, Corey Clement, Jason Huntley ain't the most trusted guys, hey, we gonna need Boston to pretend that they're the Giants and ball out for us. But I like him going up the middle, so we're gonna have to go with the run game.
Yeah, I agree. I think the run game could really help us. I think the pass might too, but I think we should really go with the run game.
Yep.
So yeah, that's it.
So let me ask you a question before you go.
Okay. Yeah.
What did you have the Eagles record prior to this season going a little?
I had them going 11-5 or 12-4.
And now what do you think the record could be?
I think they're gonna go 7-9-1.
So the same thing as Philly Take with RB, but you're adding an extra game. We get an extra game. We get a preseason game on top of it.
Does that mean we get bounced in the first round?
I'm gonna say we make the playoffs and we win, but I think we're gonna get bounced in the second.
So wait, so in the first round, you think we're gonna play Nick Foles and the Bears?
Yes, and I think we're gonna win 27-13.
There we go. I love it.
I love it. Carson Wentz all day, right?
Yeah. So yeah, I have also a bold prediction. So my bold prediction is that Darius Slay gets 3 picks, a forced fumble, and 2 TDs.
There we go. I love it.
Yeah, so that's it. Bye.
Hey, shout out to you. Appreciate the call again.
I'll be back next time.
There you go. Have a good night, buddy.
Peace.
And shout out to Rob Dredden. Appreciate the donation. $4.99 super chat says big shout out again to Philly Take. Dallas sucks and go Birds. I completely agree. We're gonna wipe the floor with these stinking Cowboys. I'm telling you, man. And then they'll go into hiding. They'll go into hiding like they do. You know, they'll be delusional for some time. And then they'll come back at the end of the season like, oh, well, this is the game that matters. And you know what'll happen.
Exactly. Here we go. We got Asia Robertson back. What's going on?
Yo, can you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yo, you can hear me?
Yep.
What's
Can you
up,
hear us?
Philly Mike?
What's going
Yeah, I can
on?
hear you. What's up, man? Yo, y'all better win. Y'all better win this game. I'm gonna be on your white butt.
Hey,
there we go.
I wouldn't expect anything else from anybody in the NFC East if the Eagles let this one slip.
Yo, shout out to RB. I love his Sixer video, yo. I can't wait for your Sixers though. Even though I'm a Net fan.
Hey, shout out to you. The Nets. I don't know about the Brooklyn Nets, but Giants fan, right? So that was a good game. That was a good game, right? But
yeah, it was. All I gotta say, cut and move now though. Y'all want them,
Cut
y'all can
and
have
move
them.
now.
Yep. Hey, we'll take care of the Cowboys. Don't worry.
What's your score
my
prediction for this?
15-10, like I said.
50
15
to
to 10,
10.
like I said. I'll be generous.
How many touchdowns?
I'll be generous. Give them a touchdown.
How many touchdowns for Carson Wentz?
I say about 3 or 4.
There you go. I like it. I like it.
Maybe he get his props now because I don't know why everybody not respecting him.
Yep, I agree. I think he's gonna have a big statement win. I think he's gonna take care of the stinking Cowboys. So I agree.
Yes. Appreciate you for coming through. Great supporter.
I
Be easy.
I see you.
Shout out to you. Appreciate you a lot.
Thank you.
Okay. So we getting down to nitty gritty. I think we should maybe take it down so we can go through these 4 and then be done. Because I think my wife is signing the divorce papers like right now.
Is there any more callers on?
There's 4 of them, so I think we should
Oh
take.
my God.
No, they're good. They're good 4. We should take it down though, so nobody else. Take it down. Take it down. We done.
Gotcha.
Appreciate everybody for coming through. So we're gonna rock out with these couple guys. We're gonna start with Smokeless YT. What's going on, Smokeless?
Yo, what's good? It's good, yo. Philly Mike, RB, what's up, man?
What's
What's going on? You know what? I know it's the Eagle stream, but I gotta ask you real quick. How do you feel about your Saints and the injuries at the wide receiver position, real quick?
Besides, like our rookies, like our undrafted rookie Marquez Callaway, he's doing good, and you got Traquan and Deontay Harris. They're doing pretty solid, but the only concern about the Saints team is the secondary, blowing coverages, I don't know. I have no idea. Malcolm Jenkins out here, I don't know. Yeah, we're gonna send him back to the Eagles because we don't need him. We don't need him right now. We don't need him. But what I need y'all to do, I live in Philly. I'm a Sixers fan, as you see, but I need y'all to blow out these Cowboys. I want y'all to eviscerate the Cowboys ASAP. Y'all need Ben DiVucci, Ben Spaghetti, I don't know what's his name. Y'all need to go just blow him out, please. Please. I hate Cowboys fans. They get on my nerves. They run my comment section up every time I make a video on them. So, y'all just got to blow them out, yo. Y'all just got to blow them out.
Definitely. So, do you got a score prediction for us?
I feel like y'all going to blow them out. Cowboys O-line is weak, so I'll just say at least 29-3. 29-3.
I like it.
I love it. And hey,
no, go ahead.
Go ahead.
You go.
Oh yeah.
I was just gonna say before you go, you think the Sixers are gonna win a chip next year, or?
Sure. Do you see this? We finally have a coaching staff. Are you serious?
That's what I was
I never saw.
How do you feel about the starting coaching staff lineup?
Hey man,
finally have a coaching staff. I've been seeing Brett Brown coach. I don't even know what I was seeing when I was like.
Yeah, man. Hey,
once I saw RB raging and Philly Mike raging, I just started making Sixers vids. He just started blowing up.
You already know that we're gonna definitely do some call-ins for the Sixers this year. It's gonna be funny.
Yeah, for sure.
Hey, wait, but hey, appreciate you, man.
Yeah, sure.
All righty. All right. So we want to get this real quick. 3 more left. Bringing in the guy, Vic 3, back at it again. What's going on, my guy?
What's good? What's good? I just had to come back because I heard that Dallas fan and you know set me off just a bit. Man, are y'all crazy right now? You on your third string quarterback, your second string got knocked out and laid on the ground. Y'all did nothing about it, but you got the nerve to come on a Philly chat and talk some mess. Man, all y'all Dallas Cowboys fans, you go back to that hole y'all crawled out of. You weren't saying nothing just on Monday or Tuesday. Now you got a little word out there. You got news. You hype. And you want to come out here and say something? Man, please. Stop with all that madness. If Dak was out there, so what if Dak was out there? He ain't. He's nursing a retarded chicken wing on his foot. Stop worrying about us. Stop coming in our chat rooms talking junk. Your team is garbage. Come on. Oh, and shout out to Jim Schwartz making this chat live, yo. Always with the great comments.
Yeah, Jim Schwartz is he keeps it funky fresh, definitely.
Yeah, man. These Cowboys fans need to stop with that mess. I think the biggest game of the year for them is us, so they have something to talk about. No one else cares about Dallas.
Exactly.
Just had to come on here and say that, man. Stop messing around. Go
I
on.
love it. I love it.
Thank you. We needed
the
that.
real. He heard that and said it triggered him. He had to get back on here.
And the lady's not mad, right? Like she's not listening.
Fam, I played back the video for the wifey. I should have never did that.
Yeah, she's
like, my wife was talking about his girl too. Didn't work.
Yeah, she's like, you see that couch behind you in the video?
She was like, right, that's why I'm already here. You know what I'm saying? Got the game on. I'm good. Yeah, come on here. I ain't trying to hold y'all up too much. Have a great night, everybody. Dallas sucks. Go Birds.
Love it, man.
Thanks,
Love it.
Appreciate you. Peace.
All right, my guys. Have a good night.
You too. All righty. I wish we could get Philly girl in here, but I know she just jumped into the chat. I know she's in your chat, but you took yours down too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's about that time, but definitely on the next one. You know, she always got some great Eagles takes.
Yep.
Philly girl. But here we go. Sean Brown, you on the clock.
Hey, can you guys hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right. First of all, I want to just say to both, I really love the content, and a shout out to all the Philadelphia Eagles content creators, man. I'm repping it in Michigan. I've been a diehard Eagles fan since I was 14 years old and saw Randall Cunningham punt. I just thought as a quarterback, that was the coolest thing ever. It was like he took responsibility for not being able to move the ball. So check it out. I hated Dallas. I go back all the way to Buddy Ryan. I've always hated Dallas, and that dude set me off, man. Here's the problem with the Cowboys. Jerry Jones thinks he's a rock star. Jerry Jones thinks it's all about him. Jerry Jones, I don't know what he must pay these guys in the national media to prop them up every year, because every year for 20 years, man, it's been Cowboys going to the Super Bowl. Cowboys going to the Super Bowl. Cowboys going to the Super Bowl. Let me tell you something real quick, guys. What do the Cowboys, the Lions, the Browns, and trying to think of there was another team, but I'll just give you those three. The Cowboys, Lions, and the Browns have in common. They haven't been to a conference championship game in 20 years, and every year somebody from the national media is putting them in a Super Bowl.
I love it. Yeah.
Hey, what do you make of the I guess the term America's team?
That's garbage. It's a marketing ploy, dude. If you honestly, I mean, I love my Eagles, dude. I'll never, ever disrespect them. But if you're going to give America's team to anybody, it's probably the Packers. I mean, they have respectful fans. It's probably, I don't know, but it ain't them, dude. The Cowboys have been good in their history, what, twice? 70s, 90s. That's it. In the Danny White era, where they couldn't do anything. No one ever talks about the Niners like the Cowboys, and the Niners are just as successful.
Yep.
Come on, man.
Yep. I agree.
Exactly.
So
Jerry, that's one of the many things that Jerry Jones bought, the name America's team.
Exactly. So it's disappointing, depressing, and disgusting all at the same time. But you know what? I hope he lives to be 200 years old, man. Because that dude, I love it. And that fan that was on earlier, I don't mean disrespect other fans, but it's like, this is the reason why they don't even see it. This is the reason why they're not going to be any good under his ownership.
Hey, as I was just gonna say, as they say, next year.
Yeah, always next year, right?
Yep. And they always say what can go wrong will go wrong for the Dallas Cowboys. But give us your score prediction in this Sunday night primetime game.
I'm gonna say 35-10 Eagles.
Love it. Love it. Hey, appreciate the call, man. Shout out to you for the energy too. We needed that.
I've been waiting, man. That guy, I wasn't gonna call in. I was gonna let everybody else have, but man, that dude was just like, if we had Dak, if we had this, if we had that, he's putting up 700. He ain't playing anymore.
Yep, he'll be nowhere to be found in a week.
Yeah. So, all right, guys, you guys have a good night. Love the energy, love the content. Awesome, guys.
Appreciate you, man. Have a good night.
All right, you too.
Peace. Peace.
All right, and so now we're down to the last one. And it's a banger. It's a banger. It's a Cowboys fan, but it's one of the most trusted. It's one of the most trusted Cowboy fans in the building. You know who it is.
All right. We're cool. We're good. We're good.
Real quick though, I want to say shout out to Asia. She did a great job on here. She's not a Cowboy fan. She's not an Eagle fan. She's a Giants fan, but she supports a lot of content creators. She keeps it popping. In the comment section, she came on and gave her take. She gave the Eagles a 50-10 score. I'll definitely take that. Shout out to Philly Girl. Been checking out your videos, doing great stuff over there. And here we go.
And shout out to Philly Girl. Hope you feel better too. I see she says she's down with the virus, so shout out to you. Hope you feel better.
Yeah, definitely get better soon. And if you're not better by Sunday night, the score will definitely cheer you up. So shout out to you. Here we go though. He's like, I've been listening to all this bashing, so he's gonna
keep it real. This is what I've been waiting for all night. This is what I've been waiting for,
and that's why I figured he'd be the last one. So we're gonna end it here, and here he is on the clock, Derek Reed in the building.
We're gonna let him have the floor. We're good.
My guys, what's up, fellas?
What's good? All right, tell us how this one's gonna go.
I can't say too much right now, man. I can't say too much. Oh man. Appreciate y'all for having me on, man. Like, I don't know, it's been a crazy year for us. Like, I knew from the start that Mike McCarthy thing was not gonna work. I knew it wasn't gonna work. I don't know what the hell Jerry Jones was thinking when he hired this man. He living off of old times. Like, I knew it was not gonna work, man. And then I just feel like once Dak went down, it's like the team soul went with him. Like, they're not playing with any heart. They're not playing with any fight. And it's just tough to see it, watch every Sunday. And they're just not competitive. It's crazy. It's crazy. Now we playing with Danucci. It's like, this man was inactive a few weeks ago. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. But I just wanted to come out and fight. Like, obviously, whatever happens. But I just want to see a good game and not a 38-10 or a 25-3 game. I don't want us to go down. I don't want us to come to Philly just to kick a field goal.
Well, look, I got a couple questions for you. So when you saw Dak playing, the first 3 weeks, and you guys were still losing games, but Dak was bringing you back miraculously like he did against Cleveland. Again, I know you got the W in Atlanta, but listen, I never see 3 players look at the ball as long as Atlanta did. So when you won the Atlanta game, but you were 1-2, but you saw how your defense was playing and all that, how did you feel about that team compared to the 3 different teams I've seen? You've seen the Dak's team who was losing, but making it competitive. You saw Andy Dalton for a little bit where he was just bad and the defense was even bad. And now you saw the game where he got knocked out and Benanucci came in. So what I'm trying to say is, like, you said the soul went out of your team when Dak went down, but realistically, how do you think you would have fared against the Cardinals in the Washington football team if Dak was playing with your defense still playing that way? Do you think you still would have split them, win both, lost both?
It definitely been, more competitive just because we would have had our leader in, like I said, I just feel like the team definitely changed once he went down. But, Mike, I've been preaching for us to, get that defense better since the jump. Like, I've been preaching for Earl Thomas. Like, I don't understand why he hasn't signed. Like, I don't understand how AB can get signed with everything he has off the field, and Earl Thomas, just because he had, a few locker room issues, he can't get signed. Like, that makes no sense to me. But with Dak's team, like, one thing I can say, even when Dak was playing, and then obviously we were still losing, our defense looked bad, but I felt like we were still in every game, if that makes sense. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But since he went down, it's like I said, there's no fight. And even with Andy Dalton, like Andy Dalton's the backup for a reason. Like, he's not there's a reason why Cincinnati got rid of him for a rookie. You know what I mean? Like, let's be honest. Like, let's just be honest. But I had no faith in it. I'm just gonna keep it real. I had no faith in Andy Dalton. Like, I knew once Dak went down, I was like, oh yeah, it's over. Like, I had no faith in Andy Dalton. But Danucci, I mean, we can see what he can do. I know he can move around in the pocket a little bit. He's a little bit more mobile than, obviously Andy Dalton is. But with us getting Zach Martin back this week, and even if we get Joe Looney back, I know they're still talking about starting Tyler Biadasz at center. So I don't know if they'll move Joe Looney to guard, but we're playing with two undrafted rookies an undrafted rookie and an undrafted second-year player at tackle. Like, that's never going to work in the NFL. So I don't know. Like I said, they just come out with pride and come out with some kind of sense of attitude and not have the same. We can't come out on primetime football 3 weeks in a row and get smacked. Like, that just can't happen. That just
real quick before RB goes, what I wanted to get at also is, do you think this team on the defensive side and the offense side would still show the same dysfunction with the coaching staff if Dak was there? Because, like, you heard the rumors coming out. Do you think it's just the frustration of Dak not being here and losing, and that's why they're showing frustration on Mike Nolan and Mike McCarthy? Or would you think even with Dak there, enough is enough with that coaching staff?
It's enough is enough. I don't know if you guys remember, like, I think this happened like after week 3, maybe after week 3, after we lost to who did we lose to week 3? After I think it was right before the Cleveland game, when Everson Griffin came out and said he's not a 2-point stand guy, he's a 3-point stand guy. Like, at that moment early in the year, you knew there was some turmoil going on, because there's, you just got this guy in the offseason like this. You knew something was fishy going on when he came out and said what he said. But I think Dak there or not, like, that defense was just bad off rip. Like, our first drive of the season, the Rams went down to 7 plays, 75 yards for a touchdown. That's unacceptable. You know what I mean? Like, even though that game was close, that game should have been close. Like, Dallas caught a couple breaks in that game, but that defense, you could just tell, like, we haven't been getting no pressure up front with our front four. Jalen Smith looks like he's playing on one leg again. Like, he just looks bad. He's not making any open field tackles. Like, he's horrible in coverage. And I just don't understand, like, why we paid him instead of paying Byron Jones. Even though Byron Jones wasn't getting interceptions, like, he was not giving up big plays like that. You know what I mean? Like, that made no sense to me. That made no sense to me, but hey, who am I?
Hey, go ahead, Philly. Take what RB. Let him know what's going on. Mir Slat, you just missed a long one.
Hey, this is my guy and everything. He knows how I feel about them stinking Cowboys. Look, man. My first question for you, number one, are the Cowboys ever gonna go anywhere until Jerry sells the team?
I won't say until he sells the team, but until, like, Jerry and Steven aren't football guys. Like, let's just be honest. They're great businessmen, they're great marketers, but until they get somebody, until Jerry can take a step back and let somebody, like, Jerry doesn't want somebody else getting the credit. That's the reason he got rid of Jimmy Johnson. That's the reason he got rid of Tom Landry. So until he can go get a formidable coach that he just can't run over, like, he can run over Jason Garrett, he can run over Mike McCarthy. Until he go get somebody that, can hold his own ground, it's going to be tough, because Jerry wants to be part of every move. He wants to be part of. Jerry's 70 years old. He's not watching tape. No matter how much he says Dontari Poe wasn't formidable, Jerry, you're not at home watching tape at night. So if either they're going to put Will McClay at general manager, who's really the player personnel guy, and give him the title, but it's not going to be right until Jerry gives up some power. Like, that's the only thing is, like, he wants his hands in everything. Like, and now I think what this in is, like, Dak meant more to that team. Not only did he mean a lot on the field, but he meant a lot off the field. You know what I mean? Like, there's no true leader in that locker room right now. That's what's killing them. There's no true leader in the locker room.
Yep. And let me ask you, based on that, are you nervous at all about you think Dak has a future in Dallas? Because I don't know.
I think if we of course I want Dak in Dallas, but I think if we get a top 5 pick, which I would hate to see, who knows what Jerry Jones would do? We didn't think he was going to pick CeeDee Lamb. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Who knows? He may pick a Justin Fields or Taylor Lance, or if they get top 2 and then Trevor Lawrence doesn't go number 1 and then he picked Trevor Lawrence. Like, nothing would shock me with Jerry Jones. Especially if he's out on the yacht by himself. You never know.
Hey, I hear you. I'm enjoying it from over here. But my last question: look, do the Cowboys have any chance to win this game? Be real here.
I hope so. I hope so. That defense just got to play better. Like, I'm eager to see who they start at D tackle with Poe being gone and Tristan Hill being out with the torn ACL. Like, I'm hearing that Neville Gallimore and I think Justin Hamilton's supposed to play D tackle, but D-Law got to get pressure. I'm guessing with Randy Gregory back now with them trading Everson Griffin, maybe he's going to start on the edge. I've been hearing some Bradley and I, but our safeties are going to kill us, man. That's why it's bombs over Baghdad of our defenses. We have horrible safeties. Like, it's crazy how bad the safeties are. Like, I think Trevon Diggs is actually having a pretty solid rookie season, but there's just so much miscommunication because of the horrible play at safety. Like, that's why there's so many big plays over the top. Like, we made Kyle Allen look like Patrick Mahomes last week. I don't understand. I don't understand, man. But I'm a diehard Cowboy fan, so obviously I'm gonna be rooting for him. But I'm realistic as well. So
respect
as well.
Hey, much respect. Like I said, really, I won't really respect another team fan in the NFC East if they're just not going to come out and say, I hope the team don't win. You know what I mean?
Right.
There's times where you're like, look, there's seasons that the Eagles didn't have it. That one of the other teams were better. You're like, look, they're probably going to beat us, but do I want it? No, never that. And look, this still is the NFC East, and this still is Dallas versus Eagles. Man, things could go wrong. I just think that for us trying to, get healthy and point the arrow up, if we would lose this game, even though context is like, well, we're still down, because listen, we're not down our quarterback, and that's what really hurt you guys. But if you just go offensive line, receivers versus receivers, running backs versus running backs, even in the defense, we have more injuries than you do.
Right.
You just got the big quarterback thing.
Right.
Because look, we got 2 or 3 receivers down. You got 0. We got all our offensive linemen down except for 1. You guys got 1.
Right.
We got our running back out. We got both our tight ends out.
Right.
So injury for injury, we're there with you. You just got the one that puts Ben DiNucci in the game.
I'm asking all the question though. Like, if Dak didn't get hurt, what you guys think his stats like as far as like yards, touchdowns? Like, how crazy you think his stats would have been
against us? I don't know.
Well, I mean, like just for the whole season. Like, I think
he was going off.
Yeah, like I seen some stat like yesterday. Like, he still had like 1,800 passing yards, and like he probably would have threw for like 5,000 yards. That would have been crazy.
It would have been crazy because you'd have been like the first quarterback to throw for 5,000 yards with 5 wins.
Yeah, I mean, I still don't think it would have translated to many wins, though, just being honest, because the defense is just getting torched week in, week out. But that's just my opinion on it.
I've been praying for like Earl Thomas since Baltimore released him, but I just don't understand like how that never happened. Like this.
Well, actually, you do have a good point because Earl Thomas has been in trouble with the law, right? So
no, he's never been in trouble with the law. Like it was just more of the locker room issues. But what's funny to me is people say he had locker room issues in Seattle and Baltimore. His only problems in Seattle was the whole contract thing, and then obviously he flipped Pete Carroll off coming off the field. But there was no legal problems. He only had he punched Chuck Clark in the face in Baltimore. But I don't understand how Antonio Brown can have all these things going on and still has a case pending and get signed. Like, but Earl Thomas can't get signed because he had a fight in the locker room. Like that makes no sense to me.
Yep.
Yeah.
That makes no sense. But
last question: do you think when Dallas loses this, I'm just kidding. But you already got rid of Everson Griffin via trade. You got rid of Poe. You got rid of Worthy. Do you think you guys will even go into a deeper tank mode? Or do you think you're not really tanking? Do you think you're tanking is what I'm trying to ask you?
I think Jerry he messed up last year by not signing Dak. So I think what he's doing is like, if you notice, like all the trades and releases he's doing, besides the Poe and Worley, because I think they lost like $6 million yesterday after that release. But with the Everson Griffin trade, they saved $3 million, and then with them restructuring Zach Martin and Tyron Smith contract, like I think they're actually $30 million under the cap. So I think what they're doing, they probably just trying to put a lot of money in the back pocket for Dak because with the whole salary cap issue next year, like they don't know what it's going to look like. So I don't think those necessarily like with them getting rid of people, they're tanking, but it's more so like Jerry, especially now seeing how much they miss Dak's leadership and everything. He's like, I can't, we can't let him go. So I think it's more so with that instead of tanking, but them losing so much, who knows? Like who knows what they're going to do? I don't want them to panic too much and get rid of everybody, but there is some key guys still in there that needs to go. Like Jalen Smith, if he doesn't get better, he got to go. Xavier Woods got to go. Like something. I feel like they need to release a guy that's been there that needs to go. I feel like that'll wake them up a little bit more. Like them trade Everson Griffin, he was never a Cowboy guy anyway. Like what did that do?
Yeah. So, but listen, Xavier Wood gives at least 70% of effort. I mean, why would
Yeah, you're right. He doesn't give 100% of the time. You're right.
Hey man, Appreciate the energy. With all that being
bro.
said, you guys still are a half game out of first place, which is crazy. But
Correct. So, listen, if the Dallas Cowboys won this, it's like, that's crazy. The way we're talking and the way Jerry Jones is telling reporters to shut up, it's like we're like 10 games ahead of them. But no, this game is important for them as much as it is for us. But the one thing the Eagles do, no matter how many injuries we get, we never give up.
That's
Simple
what I
and plain.
respect about y'all, man. Even the Baltimore game, y'all was down like 30 to like 15 or something like that. It made it a good game. Even the Pittsburgh game was good. So I could definitely say that for sure. But that just goes to your leadership. Like, no matter what people say about Doug Peterson, like he put y'all in the right position to be successful. Like, I'm just hoping and praying that this McCarthy thing is a 1-year wonder. He's out of there. Let's go get Urban Meyer or somebody else. Like, he's not it. Like, I've never thought I would miss Jason Garrett as much as I miss Jason Garrett this year. Never thought I would say that in my life.
Yeah.
For real.
Hey, it was funny on Undisputed today. Orlando Scandrick was on there, and they were talking, and they were like, yeah, they were still trying to blame Jason Garrett because they were like, it's what Jason Garrett establishing them. These guys got losing cultures. They got 8-8 coaches. They can't get over it. I'm like, wow.
And then what gets me is he brings in Mike Nolan. The guy hasn't been a defensive coordinator since 2014. Every time he's been a defensive coordinator, he's had one of the worst defenses in the NFL. It made no sense to me. It made no sense. I was clueless. Like, wow.
Hey, real quick, shout out to Philly Girl. She said, for RB and Philly Mike, are you down to reserving a table at Xfinity Live for a meetup with the Eagles content creators? I will do that. You just I gotta know like a nice week ahead so I can plan it going out there. I'm not far. I'm like 50 minutes away from the stadium and from there, but
yeah, I'm down.
It's not far. So just let us know. But beforehand, I'll move some stuff around and yeah, let's do it. On that note,
Mike, I gotta get on the Philly Talk podcast, man. You gotta get me on soon.
Oh yeah, we definitely gonna get you on. I'm gonna ask you how you feel about this hot air. Just kidding.
You too, RB. We gotta do it again, bro.
Let's do it, man. Hey, the Cowboys still stink, though. They still stink.
All right, I'll talk to y'all later, bro.
Hey, appreciate you. Thank you for being real, man. Always.
3 hours, 31 minutes.
Yeah, it's about that.
14 seconds.
We just did a whole football game.
Yes. And like I said, I was going to release my Eagles and Cowboys preview, but I guess that's for tomorrow. No way to release it now. So appreciate for everybody stopping by. Like I said, we still got 94 people in here when you look at both channels.
Shout out to everybody up in here, man. You guys are wild.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, listen. So I wish I would have kept track how many callers we went through. I would have guessed we would have
probably about 30, 25, 30.
Yo, listen, there was legitly a time when we had all 10 filled up down here, right? And every single time somebody tries to access coming in, when there's 10, it puts a little thing like over where it says Philly Mike, and I kept like, it was like flickering, like
crazy.
Hold up. We got one more person in here, and it must be it's a channel member, because at the end of the day, that's the only people that can get in here at this point. I think it's your guy, Ryan Reed, in the building.
What's up?
What's good? What's good?
What's up?
Eagles fan, right? Eagles fan, we're good?
Yes, sir.
What's going on, man? At this point, hey, got you. What's your biggest take for this game? What's your score prediction too?
I think that we win 45-0.
I'll take it.
There you go. And how much do you hate Dallas Cowboy fans?
I mean, some of them are annoying, but the ones I personally know are cool.
Interesting. There we go. Hey, man, but what? Anything else? Any bold takes or anything on the game?
I think Wentz will have a good game this week.
There you go. What's the stat line looking like?
I say maybe like 200-300 yards and like 3 touchdowns.
Yes, sir. That's what I like. That's what I like, man.
Definitely.
Hey, but appreciate you for calling in, man. Thank you for I don't know how long you've been in here, but hey, man, shout out to all the people up in here.
Facts. Yeah, thank you for coming in to be the last man standing. Appreciate you.
Appreciate you, man.
Peace.
Mhm.
Yeah, we in the building. But all right, look, I'm kind of upset my guy Show Enough 215 didn't come through because he be talking that talk. All facts, though, all heat. I love it. It was pretty sad he ain't come through. I don't know if you saw it when it was time, but look, we definitely gonna do this again. Now, look, this is pretty overwhelming, but this is Dallas week. We had to do something special, and we never seen any Philly content creators do the calling like this. The closest I got to was I do a Philly Talk Nation stream where I bring 7, 6, 5 people on there who are channel members, but we ain't never do something like this. This was good. We had 200 people in here at one time. We still got 81 people in here. Shout out to you guys. We're going to give our last words of confidence on the game. So,
hey, my last words of confidence is literally exactly what Asia put up here. Appreciate the donation. Thank you so much. Dallas still stinks. Dallas is terrible. They are pitiful, and I can't wait to put the body bags on them this week. It's over for the Cowboys, and I can't wait. I'm going to be laughing and enjoying it up in there. That's all I got.
my guy said, shout out. He said, my bad, bro. Got a lot of background noise going on. Bunch of kids. Hey, it's all good, my guy. We definitely going to do this again. I'm definitely going to want to hear from you. You know, he always be putting in them facts. But like I said, I haven't drank water in going on 4 hours now. I'm dying of thirst.
What's the final words? What's the final words on it?
Final words on it is that, look, this is a must-win game for the simple fact, the context. Keeps us in first place, takes pure control of the division. The Washington football team has a bye week, I believe. So, you know, they're not getting a hard game, and they got the Giants after that. So they probably will be on our heels. But look, you take control of the division. You really just put the exclamation point on Dallas after the back-to-back losses, giving away players. You knock them out of this for once and for all, and we go about our stuff. But it starts with the run game. We can't abandon the run game. We have to run the ball. And again, I don't want people thinking that, like, look, Jalen Reagor's playing, which is a plus, but we're probably not going to have Goddard. We're probably not going to have Lane. We're probably not going to have Miles. And it's better that way because we don't want to risk a long-term injury. If we don't have the bye week next week, I say, come on, tough it up and play. But this is a great chance to get Miles, Lane, Goddard feeling 100% good to go on a little run against the Giants and Browns. And hey, by the Browns game, I'm hoping to be 5-4-1. And hey, we're over 500 and we're on the respectable side of football.
Yep, definitely. He's just funny with the last comment.
Yeah, no liquor, Mike, just water. You already know. I'm dying. I'll be dead at this point if I drink anything.
Hey, shout out to everybody. Appreciate everyone that came through. Everyone that called in too. First time doing this actually worked pretty well. So
facts. Like I said, all the call-in people gave their great takes, gave a lot of energy. Y'all kept me going. I'm about to die. Like I said, I got to wake up at 5 a.m. So I've been up since 5 a.m. today. So appreciate you guys for coming through. Philly Take with RB, one of my guys. Go sub him up if you haven't done it. For those on RB's channel, I go by Philly Mike, host of the Philly Talk podcast. Eagles season, 8 games in. We're not where we want to be, but it's time to go on a run.
Yep, I agree. Shout out to everybody. We are going to turn it around, and the Dallas Cowboys are going down.
Real quick, shout out to RW. He said, give me a shout out, please. I got to say, hands down, I'm not trying to pick favorites, but his first one was fire. It was fire. Love it.
Shout out to you, RW. Appreciate you, man.
Shout out to you, Jesus, saying what a great live stream. Appreciate you guys 100%. Asia said if we lose, she's gonna roast our white butts. Hey, we deserve it if we lose. Simple and plain. On that note, go ahead and say your peace.
You guys know where to find me by now. RB. Philly Take with RB. If you're on my channel, shout out to Philly Mike. Go sub him up as well. Appreciated doing this. Had a lot of fun. And you already know where to find us on Sunday night.
Facts. Until next time, you guys know what time it is.